All right. Think we're good to go. We'll wait for a couple people to get in here first before we start. Also gonna tweet it out. I'm gonna pop up some of the questions that we have here. All right. Just a couple questions that I had because I asked on a community post some questions if you guys had any, or you could just come in here and ask them here. Do them wherever. Sup, Natalie? I think all chat's supposed to, yeah. I don't get what this is. It says top chat and then live chat. But like top chat doesn't show some messages, which is weird because sometimes it'll stop showing like messages that I don't really care to see. Like YouTube's weird with that. They'll censor things that don't need to be censored. Twitter does the same shit. They'll put like some tweets like below certain tweets. Like it's like check for more tweets or whatever. And sometimes they consider them censored tweets, but half the time they're not even like bad. There's nothing even bad being said there. So it's like, what the fuck? Thank you, Shane. Thank you, North. Thank you, Coochie. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jason. All right, I'm just gonna start answering some of the ones that people asked over the community post, just cause we have one here from Dr. K. It says, do you think you'll ever do another tier list of movies on the channel at the end of this year? To that question, I would say yes, most likely, assuming we get to that point. We probably will, but just most likely we'll do that. I'll probably do something like ranking all the movies I saw in 2021, like all the new 2021 movies, but also doing all the ones that are reacted to and ranking those. We'll probably do that. What do you think is your favorite movie you've watched off the channel? Out of every movie, I want to say either Silence of the Lambs or Terminator 2. It's probably no, it might be Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Between those three, I think. One of those three. I also really like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. The last Harry Potter movie was definitely one of my favorites. Aliens, Jurassic Park. I don't know if I could pick one right now, but those are just some of them I would name. What are some movies you're excited to watch going forward, if there's some you had planned for? Actually, yeah, there's a ton I have. We'll show some of those off later. I'm actually going to show you guys a whole list of ones I have planned for. All right, let's see what some of you guys are saying. Sup, Brett? Sup, Valeria? I don't know how to pronounce that, but how you doing? Ethan, how you doing? Thank you. Lynx, how you doing? Thank you. Raymond, thank you. Brett, thank you. All right. Like I said, you guys could just ask any questions in the chat. I'll try to get to as many as I possibly can. Obviously, I can't guarantee that I'll get to literally all of them, but I'll try my best. If there's not a lot, then I'll definitely get to all of them, but if there is a lot, it might be a little bit harder. How do I... Okay, let's pull up some of the other questions. Here's number 2. We got Annie Tran. I love watching your reactions. Congratulations. Thank you. They're so fun. Have you seen Avatar: The Last Airbender? So I feel like I have seen parts of it when I was younger. I know there's a movie, right? And then there's also like it's a whole series. I don't think it's something I would like watch the entire series of it, but I don't know. Do people like the movie? Because I think there was a movie, and then there was a series that came after the movie, if I'm not mistaken. I know it's anime, right? Would they consider Avatar to be anime? I don't know. Shit. I don't watch a lot of anime, so I wouldn't know what's defining as anime. Congrats to started watching your channel, and it's from Just Nikki Bop. Literally cannot stop. I appreciate it. I guess my question is, have you seen the classic Titanic? I have. It's actually one of my favorite movies ever. So yeah, I have seen Titanic. Freaking loved it. One of James Cameron's best movies, in my opinion. Bridge to Terabithia. Because you do reaction to Bridge to Terabithia. I've never heard of that. But I will look it up. Because what I usually do for reactions is either if it's a really popular movie that either a lot of you guys are recommending or other people recommend, those are the ones I'm more likely to do. But sometimes you got movies here and there that I find myself, or it's like only one person recommends it, but it looks so damn good to the point where I'm like, I'm gonna do a reaction to it. You know what I mean? And there's a couple movies like that where I kind of wish I did, because like there's a couple movies that one recently called The Collector. Haven't heard a single person say anything about it, so I wasn't gonna do a reaction for it. But I just watched it on my own time, and I loved it so much. Like usually reactions, obviously, I'm speaking out my thoughts, so it's a little bit more extravagant than what it would be if I'm just watching a movie by myself. Usually when I watch a movie by myself, usually my thoughts are kept more into my head. I might make some facial gestures or something, but I'm not going to speak out loud my thoughts, obviously, unless I talk to myself or whatever, but I don't. So obviously the movie reactions for the channel are a little bit different. But even this movie, just watching it by myself, I was like freaking out, like talking to myself about it practically, because I was just like, what the shit? Holy shit! Jason Carr with the $40 bomb? Yo, what the shit, dude? Yo, thank you so much, man. Holy shit. Is that going to pop up on screen or not? Because I don't know if it does, but it pops up there at least. I don't know if I have the proper alerts on right now. But thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Congratulations on 10,000 subscribers. I appreciate it. Onward to 20K, hopefully. It's been going pretty fast the past couple days. Those scream reactions really helped it out a lot. Proud to be a subscriber, man. Oh, there we go. It did pop up. Nice. I'm glad it did. I appreciate it, though, so much, man. Proud to be a subscriber. Keep on doing what you're doing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right. I'm going to start reading some of these, what's it called? Wait, did we finish this one? Yeah, they asked about Titanic. We'll get to some other ones. I forget what I was saying before that, but whatever I was saying, I think I kind of finished my thought mostly. Oh, I was talking about The Collector. I watched The Collector. Really great movie, and I really think you all should check it out. And I just had a really great reaction to it, but I didn't record it, though. It was just by myself, but I wish I did, because I really enjoyed it. But I don't know how many views it would get anyways, because I don't know how many people are into that movie. Very gory. It's like a Saw kind of movie, but it's very great. All right, what's the first question we got up here in the chat? Are you a fan of Westerns? Some pretty good ones made in the 90s. This is from N. I'm not too sure. Like, would Westerns be classified as like, are you talking about like cowboy-esque movies? Is that what maybe I'm stupid. I don't know what the actual definition of Westerns are. Would it just be like, those type of, yeah, set in the American West? Okay, that's what I thought during the cowboy times. I don't think I've really seen many, to be honest, so I wouldn't really know, but I'm definitely open to it. Definitely open to it. Have you thought about watching DC animations like The Dark Knight Returns, The Killing Joke, and Justice League War? I have thought about it, and I actually kind of want to. Animation's not something I am that interested in for the most part. Like, I don't really watch that many animated things. I did when I was a kid, and the only animated things I still watch from time to time are like comedies, like, shows like Family Guy, or if it's connected to a bigger universe, like the Clone Wars show, which is connected to Star Wars, because it's part of the bigger universe, I care more about it. Like that new What If show that's going to be animated, that's going to be connected to the MCU. I'm going to obviously probably watch that because it's connected to the MCU. But if it's its own separate thing, I usually don't care that much for it. Unless it's a Pixar movie. I do like some Pixar films. I haven't seen every Pixar, so maybe I'll do those. A couple of like DreamWorks things here and there. And also, what was it? Oh, Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse was great. So definitely have to include that. But the DC animation, I've heard some great things about those, so I definitely want to watch them. I don't know if I'll do reactions to all of them. Maybe at some point where DC stuff becomes very relevant again. It was definitely very relevant in like March, back when Justice League was releasing, the Snyder cut of Justice League. But I don't feel like it's that relevant right now. So I'll probably give it some time. Maybe like when the Batman comes out next year, maybe when Suicide Squad comes out. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But right now I haven't heard too much stuff about DC, so maybe I'll give it some time. Would you ever want suggestions on movies that are just terrible? It depends. If it's terrible but also entertaining at the same time, maybe. But I don't know. It's like there's some movies that are really bad, but still people love watching. Like I know The Room is one of those. I've never seen that, so I honestly might do that for just like a fun video one day. But I there's some pretty bad movies I like to watch from time to time for sure. When will you get to one of the all-time greats, Galaxy Quest? I've actually don't think I've heard of it, but I'll definitely keep it in mind. Don't know if you've seen Cutthroat Island. It's if you like Pirates of the Caribbean. It's Caribbean, right? I'm not getting that wrong. I think you'll like Cutthroat Island, great pirate action adventure movie. Have actually never heard of it, just like Galaxy Quest, but I will try to keep that in mind as well. Chicago the Musical. Don't think I've heard of that either. Been subscribers since day one. I appreciate it. Jap Van Zevenbergen. Did I say that right? I don't know. I heard that you think video game publishers like Treyarch wouldn't partner with The Walking Dead to do Walking Dead content since you forget Taken 7 Negan expansions. Well, I feel like those specific things weren't as big as like Call of Duty is. Because I feel like Call of Duty is so big right now, so much further than what The Walking Dead is at, and that's why I don't think they would. Maybe like a couple years ago when Walking Dead was in its like prime popularity, but I don't think it is right now. So I don't know if they would. I would still love if they did, but I don't think they would. You deserve more subs. Thank you. I appreciate it. Fortnite did do it, but that's like a small little thing they did, just like 2 skins. I kind of wish they did it with Fortnite like 2 years ago, back when I actually played the damn game. Selfishly asking, where is the deer hunter and enemy at the gates reaction? I've never heard of that. Cowboy Bebop. I haven't heard of a lot of these. I think I've heard of that. The Revenant. I think I have heard of that. What's your favorite season from The Walking Dead? Season 6. What mic are you using? The Blue Yeti? Not the Blue Yeti. The is it the Blue Yeti? Yeah, the Blue Yeti. Yeah. That's what I'm using. The black one. I don't know if there's any difference. Love your channel. Congrats. Thank you, Neve Campbell. I appreciate it. Watch Cobra Kai. I've heard a lot of good things about that. But the thing is though, with shows I'm less likely to do reactions to for a lot of obvious reasons, mainly because of the fact that they're just not that like easy to do because they're long, you know? And unless it's like a really popular show, and it's not like I like doing shows that are currently running. So like obviously I'm doing, Loki because that's currently running. I did WandaVision, Mandalorian, and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm gonna do a lot of those other shows as well. But like a lot of those other shows that are like not running right now, like there's not a new season right now. Even if when there is a new season, still I have to go back and do the old ones. It's just not something I think I want to do. I don't even know if I'll end up watching these things on my own time because they just take so damn long. I like movies a lot more because I could just hop into it, watch a couple. Like think about it. You could watch, let's say, I don't know, the Scream trilogy, or not Scream trilogy, the 4 Scream movies. We could bust those out in 8 hours. 8 hours will take just as long as a whole season will take just for one show. Let's say a show has like 6 seasons. That's just one season out of 6 of them that takes us just as long to do an entire franchise for a movie. You know what I mean? It just takes so much longer. Yo, Riley, thank you for the $2 donation. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Really, any support is greatly appreciated, so I appreciate it. And there it pops up. I'm glad the alerts work. I didn't think the alerts would work, to be honest. Half the time they don't work, so I'm glad they're working today. Where was I? Oh, I was talking about shows. Yeah, the only show that has already completed itself and I do think about reacting to is Game of Thrones, because I know that's probably one of the top 3 or 4 most popular shows of all time. So it probably would be cool to do it, and I have wanted to see it because I haven't seen a single episode from it ever. Regardless of the bad stuff people said about the last season, I don't care. I still want to watch the show at some point. So maybe I'll do reactions to that. But any other show, I don't know. Obviously, I do The Walking Dead as well, obviously. Stranger Things, when that comes back, I'm going to react to those episodes because I freaking loved the first 3 seasons of that. And what else? Yeah, I don't know about anything else, but definitely those shows for sure. And again, anything Marvel related or Star Wars related, I'll probably do as well. Um, I'm a Pixar, Disney, Marvel Grinch these days. Marvel's like the new Power Rangers. I agree. I agree. Marvel's doing some great shit. I mean, I feel like most Marvel movies are really solid. Like, if you look at the MCU, out of the 24 movies in it, there's maybe 2 or 3 of them that I don't really like, and like the 21 rest of them I really do like. So, they're just well done movies. I don't know. I have to say, when I watch your reactions, I'm so lost in your eyes and everyone smile. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Do you think he will ever have some consideration for YouTube comment section? You talk about me? Do you mean like, do I not read enough comments? I try to read as many comments as humanly possible. I try to answer as many as well. Obviously, I don't have the ability to answer every single thing that anyone says, but I try my best to do as many. Some movies are... Oh, Miano 100. Thank you for the 180 pounds. I appreciate it, man. Or woman. I don't know. I always say I appreciate it, man, but I have no idea what you guys are. But that's just what I say. But thank you so much. If I'm speaking too loud into the mic, if the mic is too loud, let me know, because I have no idea. Cowboy movies you should watch, like Young Guns 1, 2, Open Range, Magnificent Seven, and Tombstone. I've heard of Magnificent Seven. That's the only one of those I think I've heard of. The director of Sixth Sense made another movie called Signs. You'll love Signs more than Sixth Sense. I'll keep that into consideration. I know that same director also did a couple other movies that I wanted to watch. I think Unbreakable was one of them. Split, Glass, I think. Isn't Fortnite bigger than Call of Duty? Yeah, but then again, Call of Duty I feel like won't spend time on that. Like, Fortnite's done like a million different things with a million different franchises. I don't know if Call of Duty would do that, and if Call of Duty would, they would try to stick with the bigger stuff, you know? That's just what I'm thinking about it. I'm also a COD and Fortnite Grinch. I won't be negative about it, though. Just know I want those games to not exist. Have you watched The Boys? That is actually another show I've wanted to watch, but I haven't. I've actually wanted to see it because I've heard a lot of good things about it. You excited for the Loki finale? Hell yes. That's tomorrow, right? Yeah. I'm excited. Why do people keep asking me if I like men? I'm gonna take that comment insanely literally, and I mean, I don't have a problem with the gender of men, no. But in terms of sexuality, no, I am not interested in men sexually. But in terms of just liking, sure. If that answers your question. I like that you don't react to shows, because if I'm not interested in the show, I'd have to wait weeks to watch something that I'm interested in. That makes sense, yeah. Because that is true. Like, that's the reason. A lot of people say, oh, just do whatever you want to do. But like, at the same time, if I do these certain things, it'll take away from time that I want to put into other things. You know what I mean? That's the issue. So as much as I'd love to do a million different things, I don't have the capabilities of doing that. Now, if I eventually get an editor, I don't really want an editor, though. You know, a lot of reactors, if you can see reactors who are able to put out like a movie reaction per day or something, chances are they probably have an editor. I don't have that. Not because I can't get one necessarily, but more so because I don't think I'd be able to properly pay one right now. And also, I don't really want one. I kind of like doing it my own way, and I don't know if I would trust anyone else fully to do the entire reaction the exact way I want it to. And the amount of time it would take me to explain how I want it to be done, I might as well just do it myself. You know what I mean? But if I get to a point, let's say we get like 30K subs, which would be amazing, but I'm not going to have too high of expectations for anything. But let's say we do get pretty high up, then maybe I'll start thinking about it, you know? It'll have to be someone I really trust to do that. But currently, I don't think it's something I would do. But it would make obviously this process a lot easier. Obviously, with Tom Hardy and Leonardo DiCaprio. Tom Hardy's great, so I'd probably enjoy that. And Leo. Congrats on 10K. Thank you, Hype Productions. Please do Game of Thrones. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Fun fact, COD 1 was amazing and pays homage to Enemy at the Gates big time. Any plans for more Quentin Tarantino movie reactions? Yes, actually. I was thinking of Inglourious Bastards and what was the other one? There's another one, but I'm not thinking of it right now. But yeah, no, I'm definitely thinking of doing a couple more of his movies. I just haven't gotten around to them yet because we've been doing a lot of different things. I'm not one to binge anime shows, but I like when some studio, I don't know what that word means, animation movies on HBO Max. 2 hours and you were done, move on, when Marie was there, and Spirited Away. Maybe. You know what's one of my favorite animated movies of all time? Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Just gonna say it right here. That movie is like a classic. That movie's a goddamn classic. I love that movie. Like, not even just from like an entertainment standpoint, but I actually really like the story of it. It's just a really fun movie, and it has a really cool like. It's more of a childhood movie for me, honestly, and it just makes it nostalgic. I'd love to see you react to Titanic movie. I've actually already seen it. Whether or not you've seen it already. Yeah, I've seen some people say that, like they want me to react to some stuff that I've already seen. I'm not opposed to doing that, but like at the same time, there's so many movies I haven't seen. So many popular ones. I just want to do those, you know, because I feel like people prefer those. I could tell, you know, because even the Harry Potter reactions, a lot of people for the first couple ones, they wouldn't even continue watching because they heard me. Because you could see analytics. The analytics are strong on YouTube. You could see a lot of different things. You can see where people drop off. And I looked at some of the Harry Potter videos. A lot of people stopped watching the video right after I said that I've seen parts of these when I was a kid. Like I've seen a lot of the old, like the first couple Harry Potter films when I was younger. People just clicked off of it. So that makes me feel like most people don't care to watch me react to something, even if I've seen parts of it even a long time ago. Like they only want me to see something completely blinded, which is reasonable. I completely understand that. But for a movie that I've already seen like recently, I don't know if anyone would care for me to do it. I don't know. But like I like doing reviews and stuff too. Like sometimes I always think about doing reviews for certain movies. I watched 2 movies over the weekend actually. I saw these in the theaters though. I didn't do any videos for them because, like I said, I don't want to react to like every movie I watch. You know, I do want to just enjoy a movie with some friends or family or whatever, and just have a good time with it. Sometimes in the theater too. And a couple movies I do that for are movies that I don't really think that many people would want to see a reaction to anyways. But I know a lot of people would. I saw Black Widow over the weekend. I could have done a reaction to that because it was available for purchase on Disney Plus, but like I said, I don't know how many of you guys would have wanted to see that, not necessarily. And in the moment, I just kind of wanted to go see it with some people, so I did that. And I also saw, this was kind of a spontaneous decision though, A Quiet Place Part 2. I did the first one on a reaction video. I looked up the second one if I could find it anywhere online to react to it, and I could not find anywhere online, so I just said screw it. It's probably not going to come out online for a while, so I'm just gonna watch it in the theaters, and I freaking loved it, man. Oh my god, not better than the first one, but still incredibly good. How would you rate Keaton's Batman? The one from '89? I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. I think it's a pretty damn good comic book movie. I don't like it more than the Dark Knight trilogy though, but I still really like it. And Batman Returns, I don't like as much as '89, but I still liked it a lot. But I'd say Keaton's probably my third favorite Batman. I do like Christian Bale and Ben Affleck just a little bit more. But I'm really excited to see Keaton return in The Flash, though. That's going to be cool. Young Guns and Tombstone. Are those more westerns? Oh shit, a $10 donation? Oh my god, dude, you guys are killing it with these donations, man. I didn't even know I had Super Chat hooked up, but I guess I do. Thank you so much, Curtis. Please just put the Deer Hunter on the list. I probably didn't need to donate, but I think it's a masterpiece. Christopher Walken, Robert De Niro, 1978. I will put it on my list for sure. Can't ever guarantee any reactions, but I will put on my list. I've actually never heard of it, but I'll put it on my list. Don't worry. I've got a lot on my list, so I have no problem with adding them. It's just a matter of if I can get around to it, which is possible, you know? Where were we? Have you ever considered playing a realistic and fun shooter called Insurgency Sandstorm? I've heard of it, but I have never played it, so maybe I will one day. If it's cheap, or maybe even if it's free, I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out. Ever watched Haunting of Hill House? Is that a movie or a show? But I have not watched it. I've seen it come up, and I think it's on Netflix, right? I've seen it come up a lot, but I haven't seen it. Congrats, greetings from Toronto. Still waiting for the Train to Busan reaction. I've heard a lot of good things about Train to Busan, so I'm thinking about it someday. Specifically, I probably heard the most praise of it from Make a Path Presents. He's a YouTuber, walking in YouTuber I watch, and he's talked a lot about that. So definitely on the list of possibilities. But thank you, I appreciate it, Didi. Gotta watch The Boys before season 3. I think if I were to do any show reactions to shows that have already been existing, it would either be The Boys or Game of Thrones. Started watching because the Scream React series. Can't wait for you to get to 4. A lot of people just joined the channel in the past like week because of Scream, so that was definitely a good series to react to, because holy shit, you guys are killing it on those videos. And I can't wait to get to 4 as well. I have not done 3 or 4 yet, but I will be getting to it soon. The next reaction that's going to be coming out on Friday is Fight Club, which was fantastic. And then after that, on Monday, we're going to get the next Pirates of the Caribbean, which is the second one. And then the Friday after that is Scream 3. So we'll get to that real soon. And a $5 donation from Koala Cat. Thank you so much. You guys are, why do you guys give me your money? Why? I appreciate it so much, though. Can you watch some Italian Jalalos? I don't know what that word is. Like Tenebrae, Inferno, or Opera, all by Argentino. You might have already seen the original. Su Superia. Did I say that right? I don't know. I have not heard of any of those. But maybe. I don't know. There's so many reactions. I really hate the fact that I can't watch everything you guys want me to watch. I hate it because it's like there's just so many, but I know for a fact I can't get to everything. Even if we don't talk about reactions and we just talk about watching, I don't think it's possible for me to get to everything, even just watching it on my own. Which is why I don't get it, because a lot of people always come to my videos and they're like, I don't believe you've never seen this movie before. How have you never seen this movie? You're lying to me. It's like, do you know how many movies there are out there? It's very possible you haven't seen a specific movie, because there's so many damn movies out there, man. That's just insane. I mean, obviously, if it's very popular, you're more likely to see it, but like, I was pretty picky with movies when I was younger. Like, that's the thing. I loved movies my entire life, but from like the age of when I was born to like 18, maybe, I really only watched like Marvel, Star Wars, and like Indiana Jones and a couple other like comedy movies here. And I didn't really stick to watch. I rewatch stuff a lot. That's what I like doing. I liked rewatching stuff or just scrolling through and watching bootleg movies on Netflix or something. It was only the past like 3 years where I've been starting to watch like really popular big name movies that everyone's been praising for years on end, especially stuff from the 80s, 90s, even 70s. So that's the only reason I've never gotten around to these things. It's not because I'm just, I don't know, not living. It's more because I just never really, I don't know, never got around to it. Where was I? I don't know where I was. Have you seen American Horror Story? I have not. I think I've seen one. I think I might have seen like an episode or two. I probably watched once with someone, but I don't think I've seen the entire show. I'm gonna take a drink of water. I mean, if you expected him to hate his own gender, that's kind of weird. Have you seen Requiem for a Dream? No, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, so possibly. I see these comments. If you're looking for a comedy to watch, I highly recommend Mouse Hunt 1997 with Nathan Lee and Lee Evans. Really funny. I will add it to the list. The one comedy I would like to do is I think it's called Airplanes. Is it Airplane or something? It's something from the 80s, I think. I don't know if it was called Airplane or something. I don't know. Missed the beginning. I'll get to watch the whole thing once it's completed. Congratulations on 10K plus 500. Thank you so much. Yeah, it went up really fast. I was hoping to do this 10K video as soon as I hit 10K, but I was pretty busy this weekend, so I guess we just got 500 over the weekend, which was amazing. So I really appreciate all the support from every single one of you, I gotta say. Nice job on the Scream movie reactions. I can't wait till you get back to those action movies again. There's so many movies I want to do, man. There's still movies from existing franchises that I still want to finish. Like I still want to do Die Hard 4 and like Lethal Weapon 3 and 4. I never did those, but like I want to. How are you liking the Scream franchise? Oh, I freaking loved 1 and 2. I didn't like 2 as much as 1, but it was pretty close. I really loved both of them, so I know a lot of people are saying negatives about the third one. I'm still going to go into it completely open-minded. Like I said, I don't keep your guys' like opinions in mind when I'm deciding whether or not I'm going to like it or not, so just keep that in mind. Any chance of doing a movie poll on YouTube rather than Patreon? 10,000 subs gives you a better idea of what is popular with the fan base. Sometimes I do. It depends. The only reason I like to do the Patreon polls is because it like I do want to, what's the word? I'm trying to think of what the word is. Give the Patreons that privilege of like their choice of what they want me to watch because they're paying me like, you know, like per month, you know. And you could be $1 a month, $5 a month, $8, whatever it is. Because they're paying me, I feel like I want to give their opinion on what they want me to watch a little bit more weight. But sometimes I'll do that and then also do a movie poll on YouTube. But I won't take the movie poll on YouTube as much to heart as I would the Patreon poll. You know what I mean? But there's times I'll do it on both. I don't think I have on YouTube in a while, so I'll definitely think about doing it more so. But just because, like I said, the Patreons are paying, it's only fair that I give them more of a like more weight in their react. Like a lot of movies I do, the reason why I do them is because they won the polls on Patreon. You know what I mean? Do you have an Instagram? I have a personal one, but not one for the channel. I'm not gonna share it, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter because I don't do anything on it. I don't really post much. Ratatouille reaction. I've already seen Ratatouille. I've seen every Pixar movie from before 2015. So if you go before 2015, I've seen every Pixar movie. But after that, there's probably been a couple I haven't seen. I've seen Incredibles 2 and Toy Story 4, but like Coco is one of the ones I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen The Good Dinosaur, but I don't know if I'll ever do those, but you never know. Studio Ghibli is notorious for copyright strikes. Stay away. You know what's really annoying with copyright strikes? WB, Warner Brothers. They're annoying with soundtrack copyright strikes. Those Harry Potter videos, I don't think a single one of those videos that are up right now is making any monetization money for me. It probably has ads on them, but I think all the money's going to the copyright owners of the soundtrack for Harry Potter. It's just the way it is. I don't know. I could have kept them because what I do is sometimes I'll mute a little portion of the video that has the copyrighted portion so I can have it monetized. But then I'll revert it back to the original like a little bit later after the video stops getting a lot of views because I want the video to be normal and not have a giant cut in audio in it, especially for people who watch it later on. So I kind of just like to change it after a couple weeks. So if you guys watch a reaction and you hear a certain portion of it muted and you're like, well, shit, I wanted to hear what he's saying there, wait a couple weeks, go back to it, and there's a chance I changed it back. So just keep that in mind. Highly recommend James Cameron's most underrated movie, The Abyss. I've heard of that, actually, and I do want to do it, but not just yet. Reacted to Spirit Away. Have not seen it. Are there any Stephen King adaptations you'd like to watch? Yes. What was the one I wanted to do? Pet Cemetery is one I want to do for sure. That's one of his adaptations, right? Yeah. Pet Cemetery is one I'm definitely going to do either in October or maybe even sooner. I don't know. We could do the original and the remake too. I know there's a remake in there. We could do both. I've already seen it. I've already seen Carrie. I've seen all the Carries, all three of them. There's been three Carries. People don't know about the second Carrie. There was the original from the 70s. There was the remake in 2013, but there was also one that was only released to DVD in like 2002. It was really weird, but it's not a terrible movie actually. I was whatever with it. Carrie is one of the only like novels I've read. Everyone keeps recommending me books. I don't really read books, to be honest. But like Carrie is actually one of the only books I've read. I've read a couple others, but like that's probably one of the only ones I've read. Would your TV show tier list still be the same, or have you watched more since then? And do you prefer to watch first-time movies than first-time TV shows? It would still be mostly the same. I have watched a couple more shows since then. Like obviously the shows we've done on the channel, like WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki. Any other shows other than that though? I don't know. Like I said, I don't watch a lot of shows because they take so damn long to get through. So that's why I do prefer watching movies, is because movies are much easier, much quicker. And it depends. Sometimes shows work better for certain things. Like I love Breaking Bad. I love The Walking Dead, Stranger Things. I can never see those working in a movie format, like on its own. Obviously, there's been Breaking Bad. There's been the Breaking Bad movie. There's a Walking Dead movie that's coming out soon, and those work well in their own story. But what I mean is, the full story that's being told in Breaking Bad and The Walking Dead can't be told in like a movie franchise. You know what I mean? Like you can't get 10 seasons of The Walking Dead and smush that into a 3-movie trilogy. Like you could not do that. You know what I mean? So sometimes there's certain things that just only work as movies or shows, whereas obviously, I just prefer watching movies though. That's pretty much all there is to it. React to Mayor of Easttown on HBO Max. Have never heard of it. I do like to add a lot of these to my list, so I'm sorry if this has been asked. Someone asked about Instagram. I answered this before, but I don't give it out. But I also don't really use the one I have anyways. It's a personal Instagram. It's not really a like channel related one. This actually hasn't been asked, but Fantastic Beasts series, yes, I do plan on doing them. I just haven't gotten around them right now. Where are you from? United States. UK. Why are you saying UK? Oh yeah, man, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs is a classic. Hell yes. That was just a great movie. Everything about it, man. Harper's Island. Highly recommend it. Reacting to the miniseries. There's a lot of things you guys recommend that I've never heard of. But to be fair, I'm only following like, I only really keep up with like the really popular stuff usually, and like Marvel stuff, Star Wars stuff. So it's hard for me to check out stuff that I've just never heard of if it's just never came to my mind. This is what I said before. You should start more podcasts. See the super chats coming in quick. I do like doing stuff like this. Yeah, I agree. I do have a Twitch, by the way, if you guys just want to hop in and say anything to me. I usually do Twitch a lot. I just play video games, whatever it may be, Call of Duty, whatever, From Dusk Till Dawn is a cult, and also Tarantino really nailed it as an actor. I have heard of it, but I didn't know Tarantino was an actor in it. I didn't know that, but I have heard of that movie. Deer Hunter. Another person talking about Deer Hunter. I still know. I'm going to look this Deer Hunter up. I don't know what it is. It's from 79. Oh shit, it does look pretty interesting. Robert De Niro. Meryl Streep is in it. Christopher Walken. It's got really solid scores all around. I'll add it to my list for sure. I've got a couple movies. A lot. Holy. Did you guys hear how loud that was? I don't know why that was so loud on my end. I don't know what that was a notification for, but whatever. Shit, that was loud. Oh, I think that was the Twitch notification. I think whenever someone follows on Twitch, it gives that notification. So someone just hopped on my Twitch. And I appreciate whoever just followed my Twitch. That's what that was for. Um, cheap game. Oh, you're talking about, dude. That just goes to show how long it's taken me to get through these because sometimes you guys are replying to things that I said like 20 minutes ago. But yeah, no, you're talking about Insurgency Sandstorm here. Yeah. I really did enjoy the Harry Potter movies. It already like went up to being one of my favorite franchises of all time just from watching them now. Like by far it's within my top 5 favorite movie franchises. Not as popular as it once was. If it's got good ass scores as it does, I definitely want to watch it. What the shit? Oh, here we go. It's like the original Saving Private Ryan, if you ask me. It looks interesting. So, Snowpiercer with Chris Evans. Have never heard of it, but I like Chris Evans. Haunting of Hill House is one season. It's the scariest thing I've ever seen. I like horror a lot. I've really been getting into horror the past. There's another Twitch follower. Thank you. I've really been getting into horror the past 2 years or so. Like before that, I didn't really watch much of it other than like Child's Play, but the past couple of years I've been really like binge watching some horror stuff because they're fun. I don't know, they're really fun. They're some of them are just too much though. Like I don't really care for the paranormal ghost movies. And another Twitch follower. I'm sorry I can't see your names though because I don't have Twitch pulled up, but I appreciate it. What was I gonna say? Like paranormal movies, I usually don't care as much about. I like the slasher ones more than anything. Like I really like slasher films, and also I think some other slashers like psychological thrillers are interesting. Or not other slashers, other horror like psychological thrillers. Like I like those ones a lot as well. But like the ghost ones, I don't know. If they mix a ghost story with like a slasher story, I think it works better. Like there's some movies like that. I don't know if you guys have seen the Fear Street. It just released on Netflix. I watched the first two. It wasn't the best thing ever. It was fine. It was, you know, a fun little Netflix movie that just recently came out, and it kind of mixed the slasher genre with also some like witchcraft and ghost stuff, and it works, I would say. I'm not against it, but have you ever seen Knives Out? Yo, what's up, Zazu? Knives Out, I have not. I actually really do want to, though. That's another one that's on my list. It's been on my list for a while, but I've never gotten around to it. Scream 3, it's fucking hilarious. Well, now I'm expecting to laugh. Giving you money to play Spider-Man series on PS5. I want to play the Spider-Man game so badly, I do. But haven't gotten around to it. We are giving you our money because you are epically awesome. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. Game of Thrones is too long. It probably is. But like I said, because it's so popular, because so many people praise the shit out of it like every day, I feel like I need to watch it. I just do, you know? I just realized I have the comments appearing down here, but they're also right here anyways, so there's really no point of having them down there. So I'm going to turn those off. Actually, I've had those there the whole time anyways. What does it make a difference? I don't know. Are you a Marroquin? Yes, I am. What state are you from? I'm going to keep that a secret. I'm sure a lot of you already know, though. Deer Hunter is a fantastic movie. I really want to watch it now just because so many people are praising it. Love your channel, by the way. Thank you so much, Ryan. I appreciate it. Kiolu Cat Darian Argentino is so good. Never heard of it. Steven Spielberg has definitely made some fantastic movies. Oh, I think he's probably one of my favorite directors of all time, actually. Ever seen Blazing Saddles or Mel Brooks? No, I haven't. Have you seen Wonder Woman 1984? So, yeah, so I did the DC Universe movies, a couple of them, but there was, like I said, there was already 4 of them that I saw before getting into Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Justice League, and then we did Aquaman. And then there was Wonder Woman 1984 that was left over. But literally, I kid you not, I think 90% of the comments told me not to watch it. So I just didn't do a reaction to it. But like I said, I want to see these movies for myself, so I watched it on my own time. I actually kind of liked it. I didn't love it, but I thought it was like a 7 out of 10 movie to me. So goes to show. I mean, I'm never gonna agree 100% with the majority, and vice versa. So, but I'm didn't really want a reaction to it because I didn't expect many people to care because a lot of people told me not to. So I'm gonna listen to what you guys want, basically. So Airplane is fun. Naked Gun. I've heard of Naked Gun. It annoys me how much YouTube reactors have to defend themselves. Oh yeah, a lot of people get called out. They're like, "Oh, you're faking your reactions." It's like, it's one of those things. It's like I don't know how to prove to you that I'm not. It's like I'm just not. I don't know how to prove it otherwise. I mean, I could. No, there's really no way to prove that, to be honest. I have no way of lying. I have no reason to lie. I mean, like, there's no reason for me to be like, oh yeah, I have never seen this movie. Let me just watch it. Like, if I'm gonna do that, wouldn't I just find the most popular franchises and do those instead because those are gonna get more views? Like, why wouldn't I have done? I guess that makes sense why I wouldn't have done them because I've already said I've seen them in older videos, so maybe that makes sense. Whatever, you get what I mean. Like, sometimes I pick movies that are like, sometimes I skip movies too. Like Planet of the Apes. I literally didn't even do Rise of the Planet of the Apes on the channel because I told you guys I already recently saw it, so I skipped it and only did 2 and 3 on the channel. If I was gonna lie about it, why wouldn't I just watch the first one too and just lie about that one as well? You know what I mean? Like, doesn't make sense. But no, a lot of people have been saying that in the Scream video. They're like, no shit, bro. You've seen Scream before. It's like, I tell you exactly what I've seen in the beginning. I let you guys know. If I've seen a scene or two, I'll let you know. If I don't remember, I'll tell you I don't remember. But for Scream, it was like I saw like 1 or 2 clips and that was it. I saw that little bit at the beginning. Didn't really remember much of it though. Saw a little bit of a couple scenes later on, and that's all I remembered. And a lot of it didn't really stick in my memory. So sometimes I'll watch a movie too, and then afterwards I'll be like, I feel like I've seen that clip somewhere, but I can't remember where, because you have to realize not every time you're watching a movie is it going to be sitting down completely fresh without ever seeing it somewhere else. Like, you go to places like restaurants, sometimes they put movies on the TV, you might see a 10-second clip from it or something, or maybe you're on YouTube and you happen to come across a clip of a movie, or maybe you're watching someone else's clip.
Lol. Here is 78 for the year it came out. Just do it whenever you want. No stress. It's a heavy drama. Watch it when you feel like it. But do a react PLZ.
Where was that coming from? Wait, well, was that a donation? I don't know where. Wasn't a super chat. Hold on. It might have been. Oh, someone might have straight up donated through the. Because there's super chat, but then there's also. I don't want you guys seeing this. Hold on. Whoa, move over. Hold up. Actually, I don't think there's anything here you guys can't see. Oh, yeah. Holy shit, Curtis! Bro! I don't know if it pops up or not on screen, but here, I'll pull it up. Holy shit. Because there's 2 ways to donate. Oh my god, Curtis, bro! Dude! Alright, you say, Curtis Wisey says, I'll make it difficult. Here's 78 for the year it came out. I'll just do it whenever you want. No stress. It's a heavy drama. Watch it when you feel like it, but do a reaction, please. Holy shit, dude! Damn, man! God damn! Holy shit. I'm kind of in shock right now from that. Oh my god. I love you all, man. Oh my god. I'm assuming you're referring to the deer hunter, right? Oh my god. Thank you so much, dude. Alright. Oof. God damn. I gotta take a breather after that one. Okay, how about Hot Fuzz? I've heard of that, but I have not seen it. I haven't done many comedies on this channel actually. Bro, I got lightheaded after that, man. I'm gonna need more water, bro. Ugh. Okay. Um, Monty Python, another comedy. Die Hard 3 is a masterpiece. We did do a reaction to Die Hard 3. I just didn't do 4 and 5. But people told me they're pretty shit, but I don't know. Some people have said 4 is kind of fun. For animation, I'd vote Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind or even the old Transformers movie. You know, actually, Transformers is a franchise I haven't seen all the movies in. I've seen the first one and the newest one, the Bumblebee movie, but I haven't seen 2 through 5. I know people talk shit about them all the time and say they're trash. Uh, Part of me wants to watch them though. I don't know. Raya and the Last Dragon that came out this year, right? Would love to see you do Jaws: The Revenge reaction. I think I'd probably hate it. I don't know. I have heard a lot of bad things about it, but that would be interesting. When will Scream 3 be uploaded? July 23rd. I know that sounds like a while from now, which it kind of is, but we got a couple other movies we got to do before that. We got Fight Club coming out Friday, and then next Monday on the 19th is Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest. So 23rd is Scream 3. And then 26th, I think I'm just going to do Pirates of the Caribbean 3. And hopefully July 30th will be Scream 4. That's what I'm thinking we'll do. I would like to get these out even quicker than that, but it depends on if I have time. If I have a lot of free time the next 2 weeks, maybe I'll do another one. You know what I mean? Is Kung Fu Panda the next thing you will react to? I feel like I've seen Kung Fu Panda, but I don't remember. Sorry about your copyright issues. It makes me want to subscribe to your Patreon. You don't have to, but it's always an option. But it's alright, don't worry about it. It's never that big of a deal, honestly. It's just because like it's not like YouTube videos make that much money anyways. But sometimes it is a little annoying. It's like, oh, okay. When are you reacting to Scream 3? Probably within the next couple days. But the video itself won't be up till like next week. Even is it amazing a Stephen King series to react to? I've not seen it. What's up, Marie? How you doing? There's also a Crow movie I've been meaning to recommend called The Next 3 Days. It's very good. I have not heard of it. Misery is a fantastic adaptation. What, Stephen King adaptation? I watched Shazam last night. Oh, I've seen Shazam. Yeah, I loved Shazam as well. Warner Brothers are the worst for that. Yeah, with the holy shit! I just realized we're getting through these so slow because you guys are commenting on things I said so long ago. But it's alright because I have a good memory, so I'll remember what you guys are referencing. But yeah, no, WB is pretty bad for that. I like the DCU though. I'll admit, honestly, the DCU is one of those franchises. I do think a lot of people give it more shit than I personally would give it. Like, I think the only movies in the DCU I don't really like that much, maybe like Birds of Prey. And Suicide Squad is one of those movies that, like, I think has a lot of bad things about it, but also has a lot of good things about it. And to me, it's an entertaining movie. Even if it's not that well made, it's entertaining. And that's, at the end of the day, probably the most important thing for a movie to be. So, hi, Michelle. How you doing? I'm doing great. How about you? Can't be arsed with many TV shows. I agree. TV show, they just take too long. I don't know. And I'll be honest, a lot of times TV shows are crap. A lot of times. You know? Because think about it. They have to, let's say a TV show is spending, which a lot of times this is the case. A lot of times a TV show's season will be the same budget of a whole entire movie's budget. So it's like if they have to slim out their budget between an entire 8-hour show, like season, it's going to be a lot less. They're going to be able to spend it a lot. I guess, what am I looking for? Everything's going to be lower quality, simply. It's just how it's going to be. You're never going to see a show with better quality than like the best movie. You know, like you take the best show, it's not going to be better quality than the best movie. You know what I mean? Budget's not everything though. There's many low budget movies that are great. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that they need a good budget to be amazing because that's not the case. There's many low budget things are amazing because they nail it in the acting or the directing or something they do really well in. But when it comes to bigger things like Marvel and Star Wars, you need a big budget to make it really good. You do. Um, if you could interview anyone, who would it be? Oh, that's a hard question. Probably Andrew Lincoln, Rick from The Walking Dead, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I'd probably do something a little bit more important than that. No offense, Andrew Lincoln. I love you and all, but like, I think I'd probably want to direct, like, not direct. Does it have to be someone who's alive, or could it be someone who's dead? I don't know. I feel like I'd probably want to interview someone a little bit more important. Again, no offense, Andrew Lincoln. Even though he's my personal favorite actor. Could you react to 1 hour photo with Robin Williams someday? I will add it to my list. I'm going to look through this later and add a lot of these to my list, by the way. Will you do a reaction to Matrix 4? Oh, it's going to be released on HBO Max in December? If that's the case, then yeah, I guess I will. I didn't know it's going to be released that soon, though. I didn't know that. But I'll definitely do that. We're also going to do the Suicide Squad as well. That's being released next month. Get Shorty. Super underrated. It's new and amazing. Very similar in intensity of Breaking Bad, except it's about a hut man. Pizza Hut man? No, I'm kidding. Trying to make a movie and get out of the hitman biz. It's amazing. Is it on? What is it on? Like what streaming service? Could you react to Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge? Is that like animated or is that like an actual full-on movie? Hope react to Buffy Vampire Slayer. I've heard so many things about that show, and I don't think I've ever seen a single scene of it. You should react to the Black Widow movie. I actually went to go see it in the theaters recently. I was gonna do a review of it at least, but I didn't. But I really liked it. I did. No, I'm not gonna say any spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen it, but just quick thoughts on it in case you're wondering what I thought about the Black Widow movie. I think it's a very mid-tier MCU movie. Like I'd probably, if I were to rank all of them, it'd be kind of in the middle. But it's still a really solid movie. My only issues with it, I think some of the villains weren't that interesting. I'll be honest. You had the Taskmaster, obviously. I don't think what they did with the villain was that interesting, and not because of the twist. Not because of that. More so because they didn't do much with the twist afterward. You know what I mean? That's my issue. But I really liked like Black Widow herself, and especially her sister. Her sister was probably the best part about the movie. Florence Pugh, oh my god, she did amazing. Fucking great. Best part of the movie right there. She was hilarious. Everything she said was funny. So it's a fun Marvel movie. Like there's not much more you can ask for. It's just it does what a Marvel movie usually does. It's a good solo Marvel movie. It's not going to be a top 10 MCU movie, but it's fine. Cloudy 2. Oh yeah, they did a second Cloudy, but I didn't really like it that much. How do you prefer to be referred to? I don't really care, to be honest. Mofo. Mofu. I don't really care. You could call me anything, really. Just don't call me late for dinner. That's the worst joke I've made in my entire life. I heard that from Spider. That was in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, right? He's like, you can call me Webhead, you can call me whatever. Just don't call me late for dinner. I don't know. I always thought that was the funniest shit. Or you can call me Dan. That's my real name. If you want to call me that, call me that. I don't really care. Whatever floats your boat. I'm not one to care about what people call me. You could literally call me like poopy faced tomato nose, and I wouldn't care. It did make waves back in the day. It's pop culture iconic in many ways too. Can't say how, or it's a spoiler. I'm assuming you're talking about the Deer Hunter, but I'm not sure. I recommend Scary Movie. I actually have seen Scary Movie. A lot of people have been recommending that after watching Scream. I've seen Scary Movie. I've seen all of them actually. So I've seen a lot of those spoof movies. I saw a superhero movie. I saw epic movie. I saw a disaster movie. I saw a date movie. Those were like my favorite movies when I was a kid, essentially. Like I watched spoof movies all freaking day long because I just liked it. They're really good kid movies when you think about it. Even though the humor is definitely adult humor, because the movies are so crazy random, and have no, they're spoof movies, though the reality doesn't make a difference. Austin Powers are also considered spoof movies, I would say, in some way. And those are some of my favorite comedies ever. Like Austin Powers, that trilogy is without a doubt some of the most rewatchable movies for me because they're just hilarious. Who are your favorite YouTubers? Any recommendation on YouTubers that do movie reactions? Um, for YouTubers in general, it depends because there's a lot of different like things I watch. Obviously, I watch Call of Duty YouTubers. I watch some movie YouTubers. I watch some just YouTubers that don't do any of that at all. For movies specifically, I think my favorites would be Sean Chandler and Cody Leach. They don't really do reactions. They do like trailer reactions here and there, but they're more for like reviews and stuff, and I really enjoy their reviews. But for reactions, I think Blind Wave is probably my go-to. I don't watch a lot necessarily, but for the ones I do watch, Blind Wave is definitely one of them. Real Rejects, definitely one of them as well. Who else? Natalie Gold. She did a lot of the Marvel movies, so that was nice to watch that. It's always nice seeing someone react to that for the first time. What are your? Oh, I just answered that. But yeah, other than that, it's hard. It's so hard because there's a lot of YouTubers I know, and it's hard to pick. You know. Oh, I assume you're talking about the Twitch followers. Yeah, I think people were following my Twitch page before, and that was the notification alert noise. You should react to the Godfathers. I actually will be doing that at some point. I don't know when though. I'm kind of afraid I'm not gonna like them. I'm afraid I'm not gonna like them. People are gonna be like, "You don't like the best movies of all time," but because I do hear that these are considered like some of the best movies ever. But what other ones are like that? Oh, the Shawshank Redemption. I will be doing that at some point. But it's another one of those ones that I know is considered one of the best movies of all time. And I know if I don't like it, people are going to string me by my throat. No, I'll probably like it though. You guys could probably tell, at least from this channel, I'm not that picky. Like, I'm really not. If the movie's entertaining, I'm going to enjoy it. You know, I judge it based on how my experience was first time watching it. A lot of the times, it'll take me a couple times of either watching it or maybe thinking about it to really have a full opinion on it. But like for my first time, I mean, it's a new experience. I'm probably gonna enjoy it to some degree. You know, the only movie I did not like that we reacted to was Silent Night, Deadly Night. That movie was just stupid. It was fun to watch, but it was just stupid. Have you seen Lord of the Rings? Yeah, we actually did reactions to all three of the Lord of the Rings movies on this channel, so definitely check those out. Serial television storytelling is better than films in some ways. With The Walking Dead, they can do very different styles each episode and put pieces into puzzles across 16 episodes. I agree with that. There are definitely some types of storytelling that works better in shows, but for the most part, I just prefer watching it on movies format. Most anticipated movie coming out? Literally the easiest question I have ever had to answer. That is going to be Spider-Man No Way Home. I think Spider-Man No Way Home is easily my most anticipated movie ever. Like, more than Endgame, more than Infinity War, more than Star Wars The Force Awakens or Last Jedi, or any movie that I've ever been so excited for, this surpasses all of them. I'm not exaggerating. Spider-Man for me is like my childhood, right? Like, that was the biggest thing I cared about when I was a kid, was Spider-Man. I've probably seen every Spider-Man movie at least like 20 to 30 times in full, and then I've probably seen multiple scenes in them over hundreds of times. They are like I love Spider-Man. I do. Right? So the fact that we're likely 99% likely going to see Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man come back. I mean, even if the movie doesn't have a good story, even if it's all over the place with plot holes and everything, which it's very likely going to be that way, I don't care. Because it's still going to have Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield coming back with Tom Holland to fight against old classic Spider-Man villains like Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Sandman, Lizard, Electro. Like, there's no way I'm not going to at least have the time of my life. You know what I mean? even if at the end of the day I can look at it and be like, yeah, that movie has a lot of problems. That doesn't matter. You know, I'm still gonna have the time of my life watching it. So very excited. I've been enjoying the Fear Street movies that have been coming out. I thought they were fun to watch for sure. I think the second was better than the first one actually. I don't know. I enjoyed the Friday the 13th atmosphere of it. You know. Have you seen the Jason Bourne movies? No, but they are on my list of things I'll probably do at some point. Have you seen Heredity? Heredity. I can't pronounce anything. I'm sorry. You know what? I know the word, but I've said it before, but for some reason I just can't do it right now. I probably said it fine before. I have not though, but I want to see it. 1 hour photos of really play. I don't know. A really play paranormal movies. I usually don't care as much about. I like the slasher ones more than anything. Good movie. Oh, we're talking about 1 hour photo. Okay, it's more of a paranormal movie. Okay, I still would be interested in it, even though, like I said, I don't usually prefer. I prefer slashers definitely. I still think there's some out there I enjoy. Probably the scariest movie I've ever seen was actually Sinister. I saw it on Netflix. That movie still creeps me out to this day. Do you like Ready or Not? I haven't seen it actually, but I want to react to it. If I had one, if I had to recommend one movie, I think you might enjoy The Fugitive. Oh shit, yeah, actually I've heard of that, but I haven't seen it. I love Harrison Ford, so that would be great. Can I have a request for you? Can you show the full design T-shirt you wear now with full screen standing? I mean, sure. It's just Michonne from The Walking Dead. Michonne with her walkers, her walker pets. I don't know where I got it, but it's pretty cool. Knives Out, yes. I would love to watch Knives Out, but like I said, I haven't gotten around to it. Zodiac, best psychological thriller I've seen. I've heard of that, but I haven't seen it. Have you seen Stay Alive? It's a decent horror movie. No, I have not. I don't know. I feel like I've heard of it though. Is it on Netflix? There's so many Netflix like horror movies that are really fun to watch. I hit the Google button by mistake. Oh, you're saying to Google really copy? Oh, okay. Just a recommended for everybody. Dressed to Kill by Brian De Palma. I'm so awesome face. Did you see my DM this morning? Oh, on Twitter? I haven't really been on Twitter today, so I actually didn't. I'll check it out after the stream though. Hey man, like seeing reactions to movies, you should react to Identity. Great suspense thriller. If you love movies with great twists, this is one. Why'd you tell me there was a twist in it then? Nah, I mean to be fair, there might be a million things I can guess would be the twist, and maybe I wouldn't know. So that doesn't really spoil it completely. But I have not seen it though. Have you seen War of the Worlds? No, but I have wanted to see it. I just had a little voice crack there. Shit. The good old real turtle movies, like the Ninja Turtles. Are you talking about the Ninja Turtles, or is this something else? DC animated movie universe. If you want to get more into it, maybe. Like I said, there are a lot of them that I would love to do. Counting from how long it takes you to respond to this comment. Oh no, it's gonna be at least 20 minutes. Can I see what time these are posted? I don't know. Fans will always overhype a movie even before it comes out and then complain. True. Oh shit. I just lost where we were at. What are some movies you hate? It's hard for me to hate a movie because if I hate it, I probably just forget it about it, you know? I don't like to be negative, so like if there's something I really don't like, I kind of just throw it out of my memory. Like, you know what I mean? If I really did not like it. But there's a lot of movies I guess there's a lot of movies that are in franchises that would be like my least favorite of the franchise. Like Last Jedi, Star Wars Last Jedi, I did not like, and I actually hated what it did for Star Wars at the time. But if we're talking about all movies, it's still a very well made movie. Like, I wouldn't say I hate it. I had a good time watching it. I would watch it again. Same goes for a movie like I don't know, like Thor: The Dark World or something. Like, it's a movie in the MCU. It's one of the worst in the MCU. I don't really hate it though. I just think it's probably the one of the weakest. But movies that I genuinely just hate, Slender Man. Slender Man. I that movie just that movie was a waste of my time. But even then though, like even movies like that are just so bad, I feel like they're still fun to watch though. You know? I think hate is a really strong thing that comes from a it's less about do you I guess it's more about do you hate like maybe what the movie did for the franchise. Like you're more likely to hate a movie from a franchise you already like rather than just a random one-off movie because that one-off movie is inoffensive to me. Like, you know, it just exists. I wasted my time watching it maybe, but it's bad. But I don't hate it, you know? I think The Last Jedi I'm more likely to feel that hatred for just because I feel like it ruined what The Force Awakens was building up. Cult of Chucky also, I feel like ruined a lot of what Curse of Chucky was building up. If you guys have seen the Child's Play films, that's another movie I think I would say maybe I strongly dislike. I don't know about hate. I hate what it did for the franchise, sure, but maybe not hate the movie itself. I don't know. It's hard to say. Have you seen Parasite? I haven't, but I have. I added it to my list a while ago, though. You can tell when people are faking. I'm pretty good at telling that, actually, but some people can't tell clearly. Yeah, I know I don't have to prove anything. I always feel like I need to, though. Like I always reply to those comments as much as I can because I just want to, but I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. Seeing as you love The Walking Dead, will be interesting to see what if you think of the other show, Breaking Bad. I love Breaking Bad. I've already seen it, all episodes. I watched them back when they first came out. I was pretty young at the time, actually, so I did rewatch them within the past 3 years just to beef up my memory on them because when I first watched them, I was like 10 years old, so I probably didn't understand 90% of the things going on. But I rewatched them within the past couple years, and yeah, they're easily, I would say, the second best show of all time, in my opinion. Like, obviously, that's subjective. Hard to fake being jump scared every single year. Exactly. Exactly. Like, I think some people in the Scream reactions think I was faking it because I guessed the killers pretty accurately, but like, I feel like it was pretty. I know it wasn't obvious necessarily, but like, there wasn't many other characters that would make sense to be the killers, right? And I've seen the Scream show, so I kind of know what type of characters they like to make the killer in the show. So I'm like watching the movie. I'm like, what characters would fit that role? And the only characters who made any sense in that moment were the two characters that ended up being it. And I'm like, there's no way it could be this person or this person. And same thing happened for Scream 2. But there were some things that surprised the shit out of me. Like, for example, that woman being Billy's mother. I was like, holy shit. That was a surprise, obviously. But her being the killer itself, they kept throwing her in every other scene. I'm like, why are they throwing this character there? Unless it's a red herring, she's probably the killer, you know? It just makes sense to me. But people, for some reason, don't like it when you predict things. I don't know. The Fight Club. For some reason, all the movies we've been doing the past like month have had a lot of crazy twists, which is fun, makes for good reactions. But I did Fight Club. That's gonna be uploaded Friday. I did not expect that to have a big ass twist, so that was fun. Yeah, I don't try to overreact. I react exactly how I feel like I just watched the movie pretty much. You know, the only thing I'm doing that's different than what I would be doing if I watched it on my free time is that I'm speaking out loud my thoughts. So like if I'm watching it and I see a scene, I'm like, holy shit, that's crazy. I'll say that out loud. I say, holy shit, that's crazy. But if I'm watching on my own, I might think that in my head, but I'm not gonna say that out loud. I'm not gonna watch a movie and be like in a room by myself and go, holy shit, that's crazy. I'm not gonna do that. I might think it in my head. Maybe I'll make a couple facial gestures here and there. I don't know, but no one's watching me, so what's the point of speaking it? But when I'm recording, obviously, I need to make it interesting, so I have to speak my thoughts. Not just let them scroll around my head. Fave movie of all time. Currently, I think that would be Joker, which is every time I say that, for some reason, people are like, "Oh my god, how could you be a movie fan if your favorite movie is like really recent?" I'm like, I don't know. It's just I think the movie that if I felt most connected to the story, I cared more about what was going on. I think the directing was. I think the movie's perfect. Like I don't think there's a single thing wrong with it, really. Um, but probably the most fun movie to watch, which I guess is still similar to favorite, is Avengers Endgame. I still think that's one of my favorites. Just the theater experience alone, man. I mean, that was just one of the best times of my life. Sent you a movie reaction request on Twitter. I'll check it out. Remember though, if you guys send me like suggestions, can never guarantee it. I have been thinking of doing a bigger tier on Patreon for like $25 or something, where you guys can only once a month. I obviously you can't get too crazy with this. You can suggest a movie, and I 100% have to do it from that. But I don't want to do that because I'm afraid I'm gonna get a lot, and I can't keep up with them if I do get a lot. I don't know if I would though. I have no idea. But like it, I don't know. It's just too much at that point. If I had more free time, 100% I would though. But I definitely look at all of your suggestions and I take them into account as much as I can. Just can't guarantee that I'll do them. Is there still a Halloween or Nightmare on Elm Street film left for you to react to? Unfortunately, no. I have seen all of them. I love both those franchises though. If they come out with new movies, which I know Halloween is, I don't think I can do a reaction to it though, because I think it's going to release in theaters, and if it doesn't release online anywhere right away, I'm going to want to see it in theaters, so I'll definitely do a review for it, but I can't do a reaction really. And Nightmare on Elm Street, who owns the rights to that? Because they need another movie for that. Where is the Nightmare on Elm Street movies? I've been hearing Leatherface is coming out soon. You got the Saw recently came out. We got Halloween movies still coming out. The new Scream's coming out. They got Chucky's TV show coming out. They still have the Child's Play movies they did, remakes. I think Jason Voorhees, like, there's a lot of legal issues with him right now. But Freddy Krueger, where has his movies been? We haven't seen one in 11 years. Like, give me another one. I really want them to just reboot it. Don't do none of that. Like, okay, let's do a sequel to like the original. Or just reboot it completely. I don't know if you need. You don't even. As much as I love Robert Englund, you could do it with someone else. You could. Theoretically, I would like Robert Englund to do it, but if he didn't want to, or he felt like he just couldn't, you don't need him. I don't think you do. He is Freddy to me, but at the same time, I could accept someone new because I still want to see another movie with that story because I really like that story. But do a reboot and make it completely different. Do not just redo what the original did, like the remake in 2010 did, and do a completely new story, but within the same idea. Because the idea is fucking brilliant. There's so much you could do with it, but whatever. Any plan on reviewing Skybound X? Is that the Clementine like comic thing? I haven't read it. A lot of people were shitting on it though, so I don't know. You think it's that good? Oh, you're talking about Deer Hunter? I'm definitely gonna do it at some point because a lot of people have been saying stuff about it now, and it looks like the reviews are really good. So maybe you can react to the Blair Witch. Maybe. Yeah, I agree. I shouldn't care about haters, to be honest. I agree. Bring back the goatee? Nah, I can't. I can't. I literally only grew that because it was still COVID, so I was like, whatever. Have you seen any of the Conjuring movies? No. That is a franchise I want to do, though. I don't really know what it's about, but I've heard good things about it. So I'm going to do it. Will you be watching all the Scream movies? Yes, we will be. Have you seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre or the whole franchise? I've only seen Texas Chainsaw 3D. I think that's what it's called, right? And it came out in like 2013 maybe, and it was terrible. But it's the one most people say is pretty bad. So what I'm gonna do, actually probably soon, is do a reaction to the original from '74. I think it came out in '74, and a reaction to the remake in 2003 because I've heard that the remake is actually really good, and obviously I've heard good things about the original. All the other ones though, I don't know. Where would the Sixth Sense go in your tier rankings? Top of the list, baby. Top of the list. Oh, I'm top tier, not like number one, but like within the top tier somewhere. I really like that movie. Have you seen The Godfather? Nope, but we are going to do it at some point. Your ID4 reaction was the best. Wait, what is ID4? Am I stupid? Why am I forgetting what ID4 is? ID4. I'm assuming that stands for something, but why am I like forgetting what that's for? I don't know. I don't know what that stands for. You should do a reaction to Alfred Hitchcock's. Oh, Psycho. Yes, that's on my list. That's an old ass movie too. For me, for my like standards, I told you guys a while ago. I probably won't do any movies before the '70s. Like just because I just don't think I will enjoy movies. I can respect the art and the history of older classics from like the '60s, '50s, '40s, but I personally just don't really have. I don't enjoy watching them. I just don't. You know, I've seen many of them. I've seen King Kong from '33. I've seen Wizard of Oz, but I don't usually enjoy watching them. But Psycho is the only one that I actually really want to see for a lot of reasons. So I think I will do Psycho. Other than that, though, there's not a lot of '60s and '50s stuff I'll do. I'll just be straight up honest. Most stuff we're gonna do is gonna be '70s and beyond. So it's just honestly, it's just the way I am. Obviously, I was born in the past 20 years, so that's just how. If I was born back in like even '90s or '80s, maybe I'll have more of an interest in it just because I would have grown up seeing more stuff like that, maybe. But because I grew up watching such newer stuff, it's hard for me to really enjoy stuff that's that old. Although I can enjoy it from like a history standpoint, like being like, oh, that's cool how they did this, how they filmed this. But I can't. I don't. When I watch stuff like that, I don't see it as a like a movie necessarily. I see it more of like a performance, and that's usually not what I want to get out of movies. When I watch a movie, I like to watch it like I'm watching the story play out perfectly. But like when I'm watching like a really old movie, it's like obviously they're old, they're dated obviously, but it's cool to see how they were able to do things back then. Like King Kong and '33, the stop motion and stuff they did for that was fantastic. But like at the same time, it's like it looks ridiculous nowadays. You know what I mean? But it's just not something I would want to do that often. But Psycho is one that I've heard a lot of great things about, and I'm a fan of slashers now, so I want to see it. And I know they made a couple other Psychos as well, and so maybe we'll watch those as well. RoboCop 2 reaction? I don't know, actually. I was gonna do that, but I never got around to it. Get Shorty is a very close to movie quality for a show. That's why I love it. What is it on? Maybe I'll check it out at some point. To the It movie? I already seen It. All the It's actually. I saw the miniseries from the '90s, and I saw, which was kind of like a movie, sort of. And I also saw It, the more recent ones, both of them, part 1 and 2. Since we're talking horror, I need to recommend The Descent. I have heard of that, so maybe. I dare you to watch it in the dark. Only problem with watching it in the dark is you guys can't see my face. Have you seen Batman and Robin? I have. I didn't do a reaction to it because I already saw it a long time ago, and I knew most people didn't really like it anyways. I always thought it's a fun, campy movie. It's bad, but it's like fun to watch. Game of Thrones has a massive budget and movie quality. Game of Thrones is one of them that does. I agree. Well, I haven't seen it, but I've seen like people talk about it in clips and stuff. And the clips I have seen, yes, it does look like movie quality, but at the same time, is it better than the best movie though? Like, take the biggest budget movie out there, and then take that, which is probably the biggest show budget. I don't think it's gonna reach the levels of the best movies out. You know what I mean? Have you seen Breaking Bad? Yes, I have. Absolutely loved it. Have you seen the Scary Movie franchise? Yes. I'm assuming some of these questions you guys are asking, I probably answered before you even asked that question. So don't be too worried if I see your question again. I'm not going to be like, oh, why are you asking that again? Obviously, I know you probably asked it before, or you might have just not been in the stream when I said it. So, what are your thoughts on it? Oh, Batman and Robin. No, well, I just said it before. So, if you weren't around for the when I said it though, for Batman and Robin, I thought it was just a fun, campy movie. It's not really like something I would say is that good, but I think it's bad. It's a bad movie. It's just entertaining, you know, because it's just a bunch of crazy shit going on. As a kid, I loved it, but obviously when you grow up, you watch it and you're like, eh. Perks of Being a Wallflower. I have heard of it, so maybe at someday. Wolf of Wall Street's another one I wanted to watch actually. When you reacted to Scream 2, you mentioned Sarah Michelle Gellar. Do you remember what you've seen with her? Was it I Know What You Did Last Summer? Actually, Sarah Michelle Gellar, I did not see her in a movie actually. What I remember her from was Call of Duty Zombies. She actually played a character in. Oh, she played herself actually in Call of the Dead and Black Ops 1 Zombies, if you guys have played it. That's what I remember Sarah Michelle Gellar from. It wasn't a movie. I don't think I've actually ever seen her in a movie before. Some people have been asking about I Know What You Did Last Summer. I don't think I've seen it, but I don't know. I feel like I've seen some movie with that title, but I don't. Is there a spoof movie that's based off of that? Because I might have seen like a spoof of that before. I'm trying to. Let me look it up right now. I Know What You Did Last Summer spoof. Was there a spoof movie? There was something that was similar to it. Or maybe there was a movie that I watched. Did one of the scary movies spoof of it, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't think I've seen the movie because I looked at the poster and I saw the characters on it and I'm like, yeah, I don't remember these characters. But at the same time, I don't know. It's possible. All right, I'm going to take a quick break just to use the bathroom and get another drink of water. I'm just going to make sure I'm stuck on the spot that I can get back to. We'll probably still go for another 30 minutes or so because we're already at the hour and a half mark. Holy shit, I've not realized we were going on for that long. We'll go for another 30 minutes until about 2 hours into it. So let me just use the bathroom. Where was I at? I was right here. Okay. I'll be right back. I might as well just put up a little text saying be right back just in case people come in and are like, yo, where the hell did he go? All right. Be right back. Oh my god. That water's amazing. I gotta say one thing about doing videos like, or not videos, like live streams like this. Consistent talking for more than like an hour kills your voice. Kills it. So my voice is gonna be dead for the next day. Doing like a reaction video is a little different because I'm not talking for a full 2 hours. I'm just watching the movie and I maybe talk for like 20 minutes total, 25, something like that. I don't know. But like a stream like this, I'm practically talking consistently for like an hour and a half straight. It hurts your voice. Epic's streaming service. I haven't heard of it. I have a lot of streaming services too, actually, but I'll check it out. What do you think of Marvel Phase 4 movie? Black Widow? I thought it was good. Probably wouldn't watch Black Widow again. It's one of those. I get that's probably true. I don't know. I'd probably watch it like once more, maybe in a while, but I enjoyed it. Her sister was pretty badass. Get Shorty is both dark and funny as fuck somehow, while it shocks you with its action too. It's a thrill, and best of all, a realistic show. I do like dark things, and sometimes when it's funny, dark humor is like something that I get a lot of laughter out of. Like Family Guy's like one of those shows that has really dark humor. I like it, you know. I think it's funny. Few good films you never really connected with. That's a good question. I gotta think about that. Like really good movies that I just didn't really find the same interest in. I don't know. I think I said this on the one of the ones we reacted to. I did say Jaws. Jaws is one that I think like I watched it and I enjoyed the movie. I was like, this is a good movie. But I didn't love it the same way I feel like most people probably do. I definitely was just like, yeah, it's fine. You know? Like I saw it as like a really solid, like almost historical piece of media, but at the same time I'm like, they're on the boat with this shark swimming around them for like an hour. And the characters have a really cool like conversation here and there, but there's also some moments where there's not really much happening, and I feel like that's what made me lose maybe my connection with it. But I still look at it and I'm like, it's still a really good movie. Just discovered your channel and love the fact that you love horror movies. Thank you so much. I actually think I'm gonna do a big ass ranking of my like top 50 favorite horror movies, but I want to watch more horror movies before I do that though, because there are some franchises I haven't seen yet, so I would like to watch more before I do that. Why is man birthday party stink? Because he's turning 41. What? What the fuck? Have you seen A Quiet Place 2 yet? So yeah, I kind of wish I just waited till it came out on DVD somewhere, because I loved the shit out of it, but I actually watched it in the theaters, actually in the city the other day, and I freaking loved it. Like, A Quiet Place 1 and 2 are by far my top 10 favorite horror movies of all time. By far. If you consider them horror, I would. I mean, it almost felt more like action-y or in some ways, but like it was so good. First one was still better though, but oh, I still love the second one. The normies are good too. Blind Wave and the normies, yep. Have you seen Invincible? Nope, but I have heard a lot of good things about it, so maybe we'll do it one day. At the same time, I don't know, because like I said, I don't really watch a lot of shows on the channel. Please react to Fear Street Part 1 and 2. Already seen them. Already watched some on my own time. Memento is a classic. Is that a David Fincher movie, or is it? That's David Fincher's movie, right? Is it? No, wait. Memento director. Or no, it's Christopher Nolan. My bad. Not Christopher Nolan. Yeah, yeah, Christopher Nolan. Yeah. Okay. I knew it was either him or David Fincher. I've heard of it, but I didn't know much about it. I don't care for the Godfather movies. Is that supposed to be a uh what's it called? Joke from Family Guy? That was that one scene where Peter's like, "I did not care for the Godfather. Did not care for them." I think I know that reference. Assuming you were referencing that, and you weren't just saying that you just don't care for them, just like genuinely saying you don't care for them. From Chili, love your reactions. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying them. You'll probably like them. Maybe. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talk about Invincible. Maybe. Godfather isn't for everyone. I find them boring. That's what I'm afraid will happen because there's a lot of movies where it's like they're so good and you understand they're so good, but if you're not interested in what's going on, it's hard to feel like connected to it. You know what I mean? Like I there's a lot of movies that, let's say, I guess Ford versus Ferrari, right? I didn't watch that movie, but I heard a lot about it. Uh, oh shit, that was another Twitch follower. It's so loud. Um, Ford vs Ferrari. If you really like cars and you're really into cars, you're obviously gonna like a movie like that more, regardless of if you objectively think the movie is like well done to a certain degree, the same way someone else might think it. So it's like, I don't know. You really need to be more interested in the topics of what's happening to really care about the story as much and have, yeah, be interested in it. And The Godfather, it's about the mob, right? Is I think it's about the mob, right? Like Italian mobs and shit. I don't know. That's all I feel like I've heard. And if you're not interested in that at all, it's gonna be hard to get into it. I could see that, but I don't know. I'm definitely. I said I wasn't that interested in fantasy films until I watched The Lord of the Rings, and then I'm like, fucking buy me a dragon, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of times where I don't really know until I try it. So I think that's one of those movies I might as well just watch it, you know? Yeah, Memento was okay. Yeah, Christopher Nolan. There's a pretty girl at school. I asked her on a date while we're chatting. I sneeze all over her. I guess I blew my chances. Just gonna block you real quick. I'm kidding. Have you seen the original Superman from '78? I actually did do a reaction to it, so yes, it's on the channel. Just look up Movie Fusion Superman, and it should come up somewhere. I did do a reaction to it. I enjoyed it. I actually liked Superman 2 even better. Honestly, I did Superman 1 and 2. I like 2 a little bit better. I didn't do 3 or 4. I know those ones are shit on like crazy. I have not even watched them for myself yet, but I want to. I want to. Love your channel. Have you seen Willy's Wonderland? Thank you. I actually just did watch Willy's Wonderland a few days ago. Another movie that I didn't feel the need to watch it on the channel again. I don't watch every movie I ever watch on the channel because it takes time to edit reactions. So it's like, if I take time to do one movie, it's going to take away time from another movie. You know what I mean? So I like to stick to doing only big movies that a lot of people want to see. Willy's Wonderland, I didn't think many people would care to see me react to it, but I watched it. I thought it was a fun movie. It wasn't that great or anything, but it was fun. Spidey fanboy 2, I will always be. I'm of the opinion that every Spider-Man movie is at least an 8 out of 10. Not even exaggerating. I don't think there's a single Spider-Man movie that I don't like any less than an 8 out of 10, or maybe like a 7 out of 10. Even the ones that people shit on like crazy, like The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I still think it's really fucking good. You know? So, just my opinion. Don't know if you've heard of canon movies from the 80s. They made nothing but fun, low budget, awesome movies. I recommend King's Solomon's Mines, goofy, fun action adventure movie. Never heard of it. How do you set up a movie reaction channel? Just got to get a camera, microphone, a computer, get OBS. OBS Studio is the software I use to record and do that stuff. And then you just watch the movie, I guess. And then you got to do the editing, which I do the editing with Sony Vegas Pro. which a lot of it really just takes time to get all this stuff. YouTube is one of those things where it's only possible if you have a lot of free time. I'll just say it right now, you will not succeed unless you have a lot of free time to spend on it. That's just how it is. If your channel doesn't look somewhat professional, and I don't think my channel even looks that professional, but if it doesn't look at least somewhat professional, even just a little bit, if you don't have some sense of enthusiasm, it doesn't look like you're putting in that much effort. If the thumbnails don't look nice and bright and colorful, it's just not going to work, you know? So I think you really have to, and even then, it's still hard. Like, you could do your best work, and you could still not do that great. Like, it's possible. But let me just say, if you don't have a lot of free time to put in work on these things, it's just not going to happen. That's probably my best advice that I can give. But setting up, there's probably a lot more I need to go in depth with, but a lot of it's stuff you would do on any YouTube channel. It doesn't have to be a reaction channel in general. This could be for any channel. But the best things to get, obviously, are a camera, a microphone, and a computer that runs OBS. You should do Fast and Furious franchise, probably one day. TV shows from older years are generally better than shows that are more recent. Just depends on its budget as well as how good storytelling is. I haven't seen that many old shows, to be honest. I feel like every show I've seen has been from the last like 15 years. Like, the only shows I watched from like the 80s and 90s were like sitcoms. I don't think I watched any like other shows than that. What superpower would you like to have? Probably just stop time. I would love to stop time. I'd probably abuse the shit out of it, but holy shit, what the hell, Watermelon, chill out. You're gonna get hot hidden. Jesus. Oh my god. I don't even know what you asked, but you asked it way too many times. Something about holy shit, how many questions did you guys ask, bro? Oh my god, I appreciate it so much for all your support, but I don't know how I'm gonna get through all these. I don't think I'll be able to. Favorite Mortal Kombat character? Scorpion, probably. Yeah, we're talking from the game or the movie? Or like the whole franchise? Or like an individual game? If we're talking about the whole franchise, probably just... You're wondering why I'm doing this. It's kind of hot in this room, so I'm giving myself some cool water on my head. Yeah, probably just Scorpion. I have not seen Insidious, no. That's another one I want to watch. Just watch Nobody. Freaking love that movie. Have no idea what we're talking about right now. Well, whatever we were talking about whenever you commented this was probably very different than what we're talking about now. I'll just say that. Sinister is terrifying. Yep. All right, I'm going to try. I've been reading like every single comment, but because we only have like another 15 minutes, I'm going to try to only look at the actual questions now, because I've been trying to read like everything, but I physically can't, because I want to try to get through as much as I can. I've been trying to read a lot, but like I physically can't. Have you seen the Hostel? I've seen the promos for it on Netflix. It's on Netflix, right? Is it? There's something called Hostel on Netflix. Have you seen John Wick Trilogy? No, but we will be doing it at some point. Your thoughts on Shazam? Loved it. Have you seen Transformers franchise? Only the first one and Bumblebee. What's the most extreme movie you've ever seen? Probably Final Destination. I just said I wasn't going to read random comments, but then... Holy shit! No fucking way did someone just do that. Bro. Bro, who? Sterling Holmes. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. I'm out here stressing about money the past couple days because stock market's being annoying, but in your oh my god. Thank you so much. Sending love. You're amazing. Keeping awesome from a gay fan that loves what you are doing with the channel. Thank you so much. Oh my god, you all are the best people ever, man. You all are the greatest human beings on the planet to ever exist. Just straight up. Just straight up. Thank you so much, Sterling. Oof. That made my day. That made my week. That made my month, actually. All the donations. I appreciate literally every single one of them. My email's gonna pop up here. I just realized my emails are gonna pop up here. Oh no. Oh, ID4 Independence. I thought you were saying that, but for some reason I didn't click it. Where were we? I don't even know. I'm about to start like tearing up from these donations, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Have you seen the movie Carrie? I have. I've seen all three Carries. I actually enjoyed all of them, even the remake. Even the remake with Chloe Grace Moretz. Joker, you might like Deer Hunter and Godfather and Taxi then. Oh yeah, I heard Taxi Driver, is it called? I heard that's kind of like what Joker was. Joker took a lot of inspiration from Taxi Driver, I think. I've wanted to check out Taxi Driver. Do you plan doing any other horror movies? Yes, we're gonna do Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original and the remake. We'll probably do Conjuring. We'll do Psycho from 1960. Maybe even American Psycho. I don't know. I like the Joker as much as I could have because I felt like I saw a lot of the kind of action from Get Shorty, no joke. Oh, really? Would you play The Walking Dead Survival Instinct? I already have. Back when it first came out. And I didn't really like it that much, to be honest. Watch Night of the Living Dead. I wanted to do a whole month with zombie movies, but I never got around to it because Army of the Dead came out. I even made a community post. I was like, "Oh, we're gonna do Day of the Dead or Dawn of the Dead or something. We're gonna do our Army of the Dead," and so many other things came out, and I was like, "Shit, I don't have time for that." But I think we'll do a zombie month or something. We'll do a lot of zombie movies because there's so many zombie movies, man. We'll only do the most popular ones though. We're not gonna do a lot of them. Yeah, old movies, anything before 70s is hard to get into, but Psycho is the only one that I really do want to watch because it's also part of a franchise too. I'm more likely to watch an older movie if it's part of like a popular franchise, and I know Psycho has a lot of sequels and there's a remake. And is American Psycho part of the Psycho franchise or is it a completely different thing? Because I know American Psycho, the one with Christian Bale, I've wanted to see that movie for a while. Yeah, I heard the Psycho remake was identical. Yeah, right. Um, got a gaming channel? I do. It's in my description actually. Expert Fusion's the gaming channel name. That's the one I've been doing for the past 7 years actually. This movie Fusion was more recently. Again, I'm trying to go through them a little bit faster now just because I'm only trying to get to like actual like questions. Favorite score by John Williams? Probably Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. Or maybe Jurassic Park even. One of those two. Or Indiana Jones. I don't know. I really like Indiana Jones' soundtrack though. I don't know. Favorite movie soundtrack? Probably either the one I just said, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. Avengers Endgame had a really good soundtrack. Infinity War also did. Spider-Man 2. Even Man of Steel's soundtrack was really good. Harry Potter. Oh shit, Harry Potter. The whole franchise of Harry Potter was great. Shriek, If You Know What I Did Last Friday the 13th is the spoof. Maybe I watched that. I don't know. Because I feel like I saw a joke like thing of it. Here's hoping for far more than 10K soon. Your reactions are genuine and very entertaining. I do hope you plan to continue the channel for the foreseeable future. I hope as well. It all depends on what I'm doing outside of this because I am in college. I do have a lot of things I'm working towards outside of this. So it all depends on if those things elect. Because I can't like do this like there's certain times where I'm able to find a lot of time for this, but there's also some times where it's like I have to focus on those things first. Oh yeah, don't say you'll be right back. Scream reference. Have you seen Armageddon? I have not. Not sure if you answered this, but what are your thoughts on Shazam? Absolutely loved it. I have answered that, but if you haven't seen it, that's whatever. Oh, you meant the other Phase 4 movies. Oh, you're asking, like, what are my thoughts on... Because obviously we haven't seen them yet, but, like, you mean, what are my thoughts on... Like, am I excited for them? Very excited. There's obviously Black Panther 2. You have Spider-Man No Way Home, which is the one I'm most excited for. Thor 4, I'm very excited for. Shang-Chi, Eternals. Doctor Strange 2 is going to be huge. Ant-Man 3. I'm excited for most of them. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Very excited for as well. That's a big one. The Lighthouse, I have not. Is that the one with, what's his name? Shit, why am I forgetting his name? William Dafoe. Have you seen The Collector and The Collection? Yes. I actually watched them for the first time this past week. I'm pissed I didn't do reactions to them. I didn't because I haven't heard anyone recommend them. If people did, I probably would have, but I don't hear anyone talk about it, so I was just like, these look like fun movies to watch. And holy shit, I loved them. They are both within my top, like, 50 horror movies of all time by far, because they were that good. I know what you did last summer. I think I'm going to do it because so many people have been recommending. So we'll definitely do that, I think. Probably after Scream 4. React to terrible movies on Tuesday and call it Terrible Tuesday. That could be interesting. What horror franchise have you watched that's not on the channel? Child's Play, Halloween, Friday the 13th, Saw, and Nightmare on Elm Street are the ones that come to mind. I did watch Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 on the channel like last year because that was the only Halloween movie I haven't seen. So I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna do that. But yeah, no, I've seen all those franchises. I wish I haven't because I'd love to do reactions to all of them, but I've seen all of them. I love pretty much most of them. Mostly Child's Play and the Nightmare on Elm Street ones. Those are probably my favorites. Have you seen the Blade Runner movies? We watched the first one, but unfortunately we watched the wrong version. Everyone was pissed at me for watching it. We did that a couple months ago. Or more than a couple months ago. That was like 8 months ago. Holy shit, time's flying by. But I haven't done the sequel, though. We will be doing Scream 3 and 4, yes. Final Destination, I have seen all 5 Final Destination movies, so we cannot do reactions to those, unfortunately. Face Off, The Rock, Nick Cage classics. I love Nick Cage, man, but I haven't seen a lot of his movies, actually. Like, probably my favorite movie I've seen him in was Kick-Ass. Obviously, he played Big Daddy. Have you seen Jojo Rabbit? No, but it is on my list. Did you forget about Extra Fusion? Kind of. No, I just kind of just didn't really... I didn't have any ideas for it. And because it's not like... There's like no subs on it. If you guys want to sub to my third channel, I have a third channel actually. If you guys just want to drop a sub just because, why not? You can go for it. But I haven't really posted much on it yet. It's more of like a throwaway channel of like, if I just don't feel like posting it to any of my main ones, I'll just post it there, I guess. I simp for great content creators, and he's one of the 30 that I like. I appreciate it, man. I really do. American Psycho, absolute classic. I'm really excited to do that one because I have heard a lot of good things about it. You got to see Black Dog from Patrick Swayze. Have not seen it. World War Z. I think I've seen World War Z, but a while ago. Was Brad Pitt in World War Z? I think it was, right? Oh, but it's not part of Psycho? When you start your OnlyFans site. Yeah, okay. It is separate, okay. Bates Motel. I have heard of Bates Motel though. That's based off of it, yeah. I have not seen the John Wick trilogy, but we are going to be doing it on the channel. I don't have a PO box, no. I have no idea how to set that up, but if enough people are interested, maybe. Thank you. I appreciate it, Sky Guy. Omaha. Have we caught up finally? I think we've caught up. I think we've caught up finally. Let's go. If anyone out there also loves film scores but hasn't seen, I at least suggest. What are you majoring in college? Right now, psychology and computer science. It's actually not entertainment industry related. So the thing is, I always like wanted to go into that sort of field. Like I always like when I was younger, I wanted to do that type of stuff. But the thing is, I also want to play it safer for myself, and I am just as interested in the stuff I'm doing right now as I am in movies. So I'm like, I'm gonna play it safer and go with something that I feel like could be more sustainable for myself, while still also having fun with what I'm doing movie related on the channel. It's just so hard. I've done a lot of research on it, and although there's people who do succeed, and this is in no way like shooting down anyone who has dreams of doing this type of stuff. Not at all. And not everyone cares about how much money they make either, but like just looking at the statistics that I've seen online, it's not easy to get into the entertainment industry and be successful with like making a solid salary, you know? Especially if you're looking to have like a whole family and it's just not easy. So it was one of those things where it was like I just don't think I can, even though I really would love that. Maybe I could do it for fun. Hell, maybe I could join some sort of a program where they're like, because I'm still pretty young, by the way. Like I'm not like that old. A lot of you guys think I'm like old because I see a lot of people saying like, how have you not seen this movie? You must have grown up with it, right? It's like I wasn't even alive when that movie came out, bro. I'm only 20, so like people don't realize that. I guess maybe I look older. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I just never. I always wanted to, but I always thought to myself, I want to do something a little bit safer with myself, just something that I feel like is more sustainable. So that's why I went for psychology and computer science, which psychology is not. It's only good if you're going to go to like med school, really, or graduate school, but that's why I'm kind of combining with computer science now. It's a lot of work and it costs a lot of money, but hopefully it's worth it someday. But there's so many jobs in entertainment industry I would be interested in. I just don't want to go through it just based on the research I've done for it. Again, that's not shooting down anyone who likes it. If you like it, that's fine. If you think you'll be successful in it, again, that's fine. I hope you are, you know? Hope all of you are successful whenever you do. You'll be successful at anything if you work hard enough at it, honestly. And you know enough people, you get enough connections, you could be. It's just some things are harder than others, and less likely. Are you gonna rank all the live action Spider-Man villains after Far From Home comes out? Maybe. Friday the 13th, I have seen all those, yeah. And actually, Friday the 13th is one that I think I probably don't like as much as the other ones, like nearly as much. I don't know. All those movies felt so similar to me. Like they weren't all that interesting as much as like the other ones were. I really do like a couple of them though. Like Jason Lives was fantastic. I think the remake was really good. I think part 4 was really good. I actually really enjoyed Jason X as well. People think Jason X is just terrible, and I'm like, yes, it is terrible, but it is so fun. It is so fucking fun. Jason X is it's a fun movie. We're not gonna call you poopy face tomato nose. Why not? Have you seen Ghost Rider? I have. Yeah, both of them. Train to Busan, possibly. The Great Escape from 663. There's so many movies you guys are making me add to my list. I mean, would you play it on the channel for real? The Walking Dead, Survival Instinct. Probably not, because like I said, I already played it and I didn't really like it that much in the first place, so I don't think I would. Nicolas Cage's real last name is Coppola? Really? Did not know that. Doing the day in the life. Most of my days aren't that interesting, I'll be honest. Most of the days involve me going to the gym, then editing, and at least right now, obviously it depends on the time of the year, but right now it's been going to the gym, going home, editing, doing some stock market trading, going on Twitter, getting food, maybe hanging out with a friend or something, and then going home and maybe watching a video or something, or maybe doing a video reaction. I don't know. Depends. What made you decide in dedicating your time to this kind of content? I found you during COVID, so I'm glad you did. Thank you. I actually I've been doing YouTube shit for like 10 plus years. Like I started YouTube stuff in 2009. I don't have a lot of old channels to share really, because a lot of them I either deleted all the videos or they're just terrible, but they exist. So really old channels where I did a lot of stupid stuff that was never for any reason other than why not just posting videos for fun, just me and my friends being stupid. And then 2013 I made my gaming channel and I started actually trying to work on it, but I never got serious with this until like 2019 is when I started actually getting serious with my stuff. And then 2020 is when I actually felt like I started getting good. And then 2021 is when I actually felt like I started getting like borderline professional, but not really. I don't want to consider myself professional, but it's now a job to me. It never has been before, but it feels more like a job now because I do work on it almost every day and it is paying me. It is making me the most money out of anything right now. I actually had a job prior to this and it was working in the restaurant, and it was a restaurant in a retirement home. It wasn't like a big restaurant chain or anything. It was like a dining hall, and it was a fun job and all. I loved it, but I was making more money from this than I was from that. So I was like, why would I do that if I can just do something I enjoy doing more and make more money from it? You know what I mean? So I was like, why not? But also, I'm still in college, of course, so I still have to do that, obviously. I don't know. We'll get to it. I still don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this forever though. That's the thing I always think about. It's like, am I gonna be able to do this forever? I don't know, because there's always gonna be a time where I'm gonna be like, yeah, I gotta move on to this, or I gotta move on to that. The time will probably come. Hopefully not within the next year or two. So ain't nobody gotta worry about it right now. But favorite animal, probably monkeys. I freaking love monkeys. Monkeys are so like, I don't have one, nor will I ever get one, because I heard that they're very hard to take care of and they're sometimes very vicious. But I love watching them, and the Planet of the Apes movies made me like apes so much more. Monkeys, apes, whatever. I don't know the difference, but any of those types of primates, they're fun to watch. I know we're technically primates too, right? But different types. Yeah, there are a lot of jobs in the art and entertainment industry. It's just a lot of the jobs don't pay that much, which not everyone cares about how much they're getting paid, to be honest. And that's fine. And I don't really think it's like a deciding factor for me necessarily, but it's still on my mind, But there are a lot of jobs in it, that's true. I would love to do stuff with it. I just don't think I could necessarily. Like, dedicate my full time on it, you know what I mean? What you're majoring in can translate to the entertainment industry like psychology. Yeah, that's true. For the entertainment industry, community, and computer science can translate to coding to better. That's all actually all really true, to be honest. There's a lot of things that open up in the industry from where I am. That's very true. When I'm thinking of the entertainment industry, I feel like I'm thinking more of like the bigger roles in it. Those are what like you're not probably gonna get, Like I would love to be the next fucking Steven Spielberg, but it's not. It's just not gonna happen. And I don't know shit about directing either. I haven't really done anything with it, so I wouldn't really know. I don't know how to use a camera properly, so how the hell would I know? What year are you from? 2000. I was born in 2000. October 2000. What do you think of the Drake Bell situation? I haven't heard much about it other than that he was like sexting kids. Was that it? No, I don't know. Something with kids, endangering them. I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. Sounds like he needs some prison time or something. I don't really know what's going on with that. Exactly. Jason X it was a fun movie, to be honest. Do Scream 3 and 4. We are at some point soon. Hopefully that'll be up on, I'm thinking July 23rd right now. Because we still got some other movies we're gonna do for now. Favorite movie quote? I'll be back. Actually, I don't know. That's a hard one because there's so many quotes. That's a hard one. Favorite werewolf movie? I don't know if I've ever seen a werewolf movie, to be honest. Computer science can also help with securing servers for the entertainment industry computer systems. That's true. There's a lot of options. That's why I'm glad I'm doing it, because there are a lot of places I can go with it. You should do the Scream TV series. Already seen it, actually. I mentioned it in the video. I'm assuming I know not everyone watches every second of the video, but I have seen the Scream TV series. What would you like to see in the next MonsterVerse? For me, it would be Mothra or Rodan Solo. I would love to see King Kong's my favorite, honestly. So I would love to see more stuff with Kong in some way, but I don't know. Do a movie reaction with your brother. He would not want to do that. Nicolas Cage's middle name is Kim. What? Nick Kim Coppola. That is so weird. You worked in a dining hall restaurant, Timer Home as well. Really? It was I loved the job, honestly. Like, I was actually really sad to leave it, to be honest. Like, really sad. But I just couldn't dedicate my time to it. I'm like, I have a lot of stuff going on with school. I got this YouTube stuff I like to focus on. I just can't see myself spending like 20 hours a week. Well, 20 hours a week isn't even that much, but that enough is enough time to take away from what I could be doing here. And I'm making more money here, and I'm also enjoying this more. And I also see more of a future here. Obviously, there's not much of a future I'm going to have working in the same industry for more than 5 years. So it's like, I don't know what the point is. I did hear about it. I've heard of plenty of chimpanzee attacks, so that's the only thing I'm worried about. I have seen the new Planet of the Apes films. I did reactions to Dawn and War for the Planet of the Apes, but I didn't do one for the first one because I already saw the first one. But I did not see the original ones. I've been hearing a lot of people say I should, so maybe I will at some point. That is true. That's the thing about jobs, and I feel like there's so many things out there. I think people don't really think about this because they're always like, oh, I want to do this and that, and I don't really know exactly which one to choose from. But it's like there's so many little things that they don't even advertise much out, like, in public. Like, so many little things that need to get done in the world that, like, you could probably be useful for. Even if you don't have that many skills, you don't have a degree or whatever, like, there's so many jobs out there. I also signed up for DoorDash, actually, because DoorDash is like the most simplest thing ever. You don't even have to do it. Like, you could literally sign up, do it once, never do it again, they won't fire you, right? But if you're really bored, you have absolutely nothing to do, why the hell not just, do it? And actually made some decent money from doing it for a little bit. Favorite movie genre? Probably just action. I think action's my favorite. I like action and horror. Would you count superhero movies as a genre? Is that its own separate thing? If you would, I would say superhero movies are my favorite movies to watch. I'll admit, I'm one of those people. Marvel and DC movies are the ones I prefer to watch, but I think action as a whole and horror are my favorite ones. Comedies aren't ones I watch all that often anymore. Like, unless it's like really dark humor, like mature craziness, and it has to have a really good actor in it that I really like. Like, if it's got Vince Vaughn or like Mike Myers or something, I'll probably like it. But it really depends. Some Adam Sandler movies are kind of funny too, but not a lot of them. And if it's made by Seth MacFarlane, I'll love it as well. Like I love Ted. Ted's a great movie. And what was the other one? Was it A Million Ways to Die in the West or something? Love that movie as well. Would you go for your doctorate degree? I could. I'm not too sure if I will right now. I'm only in my second year, so I have time to think about it, but we'll see. What's your favorite Friends episode? Oh, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. Either the finale of the entire show, or maybe the episode. Maybe the episode in was it season the one where they went to no, not the London. A lot of the finales are usually the best ones. The one when they went to London and Chandler and Monica. Actually, I don't want to spoil things for people if they haven't seen it. I mean, I see. I always get worried about spoiling things for people because I'm sitting here like, what if you haven't seen Friends before and you really wanted to be surprised by it, and then you come on this random guy's reaction channel and you're like, shit, this guy just spoiled this movie for me. You spoiled the show or movie. You know what I mean? I don't like spoiling anything. So I'm just gonna say that one where they were in London, and you guys know what happens with that. That might be one of my favorite ones. Or oh no, the one where Ross and Rachel had a. I can't like say anything without spoil. Everyone knows that Ross and Rachel get together in this show. Everyone know they do. I think the one where they're in the hospital and Joey accidentally proposed to Rachel. I like that one a lot too. Did you see the Walk Into Season 11 teaser? They've teased a lot of things. I've seen a couple of them. I don't know if I've seen all of them. I'd rather address you as doctor. I mean, maybe in like 10 years you can, or like 7 years. I don't know how long that stuff takes, but you know that DoorDash's main place people buy from is McDonald's, right? Oh yeah, pretty much. I have to pick up some pretty gross food. Holy shit, a $40. Actually, I don't know what that is in American USDs, but I don't care. It's still a donation. Thank you so much, Avikdas. If that's how I pronounce you correctly. Hi, man. Love you from India. Love your reactions. Thank you so much, dude. Like I said, I have no idea how much that is in USD, but I don't care. A donation's a donation. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I love when we get so many people from so many different countries, too. Like, that's crazy to me. I really did not think there'd be people watching me from, like, a bunch of different places, but that's how it is. If Friends is hilarious, look, people who say Friends isn't funny, I'm convinced they haven't watched more than like 2 episodes. I'm just gonna say it. Like the show is only funny if you understand the characters and what you have to understand their personality. If you just watch one episode randomly, you're probably not gonna laugh. Yeah. But like you really have to just like pay attention to everything and watch all the way through, and you will die of laughter. Most likely. I'm not saying not everyone's different, so you might not die of laughter. But for me, at least, being someone who's seen the show like a million times, I freaking die almost every other episode from something. It could be something so stupid and random too, but like it's just funny. Especially the actors, they do a great job of everything they do with it. Oh my god, you guys are asking too many damn questions. I'm supposed to end the stream by now, but I don't wanna. I have not seen the movie Misery. No. Do you think COD movie franchise would be successful? Hell yes. Literally, all they had to do is just name a movie Call of Duty, and it would. So many people would go see it. I would love that. I have not played God of War. No. What is the movie that you were surprised to be bad or good? By the way, great Mando reactions. Thank you. Any thoughts on future Mando? Very excited, but I have no idea where they're going with that show in season 3. I'm assuming it's going to have something to do with the dark saber, and I'm sure Bo-Katan will be back. A movie that surprised to be bad or good. I don't know. Maybe The Collector, actually. The Collector was one I watched a couple days ago. I did not expect it to be that good, and I freaking loved it. It was I thought it was some random bootleg horror movie. It was just, I never really heard much about it, so I was like, whatever, I'll watch it. And I was like, holy shit, this is good. Oh yeah, Freaky. Vince Vaughn was in Freaky. I have not seen it though. I really want to see it though. I don't know if I'll do a reaction to it, but maybe. Yeah, no, psychological horrors are ones I really like stuff like I would say Silence of the Lambs was kind of like psychological, right? People don't consider Silence of the Lambs. I guess it's more like detective stuff, but like it's got psychology mixed into it. I don't know. I feel like it's very psychological though. I'm not prank calling my friends. uh, yeah, Friends is great. Do you have Unagi? When did you start the MCU? From when? I started watching the MCU in actually Civil War 2016, which is surprising. A lot of people, because I'm a big fan of Marvel now, people always assume I've been watching it from the beginning, but actually, I always was just, I was so, like, when I'll be honest, and this is something I'm going to tell all you guys. Most of you guys are older than me, so it's weird to hear advice from a younger person. But, like, if you are younger, it's just good advice to live by for as you go. Try new things. Just do it. Like new things all the time because I spent so much of my early life doing the same shit all the time. I literally would come home and rewatch Spider-Man 3 for like the 1 millionth time. I loved it, had a good time, but I was so close-minded in just that. I didn't want to try other things. But like the problem with oh my fuck, what the shit? Bro, Sterling Holmes, dude. Sterling Holmes, man. Oh my god. Bro. Now I don't feel bad for taking off the weekend. Thank you so much, dude. I was because I took off the whole week. I didn't do shit the whole weekend in terms of like work. I literally just enjoyed it. I spent so much money, but like this is completely making me feel better about it. I did so much this weekend, just random fun stuff. I had a great time, but like I was spending so much money, and I was like, I want to do work, but like that. I'm one of those people for some reason. I just always like doing work. I don't know why. I feel like I always want to be productive and making money for something, but this just makes me feel better about all that. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Holy shit. See if you guys like this. I'll definitely do streams like this more often. Like not like a weekly thing, maybe like a monthly thing, maybe. Because if we do it too often, then it's like not as special. You know what I mean? We'll have more to talk about. I gotta read what you said. Stay up for another 30 minutes at least. Also, don't forget if you want, you can adapt your double majors into anything in the entertainment industry. And if you go for a doctorate, you can make so much bank. That's very true. Last donation for the night. Thank you so much, dude. What you're saying there, though, that is very true. And I'm probably gonna try my best to do something with that. At least look into it. But we'll have to wait and see. I'll stay. You know what? I will. I'll stay for at least a little bit until my throat is dead and I physically can't speak anymore because it's gonna happen eventually. Oh my god, dude! Thank you so much. Oh my god. But yeah, what I was saying before. I watched Spider-Man, right? And then I heard Spider-Man was joining the MCU in Civil War, Captain America. So I was like, okay, I gotta watch this Captain America Civil War movie because Spider-Man's in it. I was like, I don't care about Captain America. I don't care about Iron Man. I don't care about any of these other people. I'm literally watching this for Spider-Man alone. I go to the movie, I watch it without seeing any of the other MCU movies, and I'm like, holy shit, this is amazing. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going back and watching the rest, and then I watch the rest, and then there you go, MCU fanboy right there. Um, I did watch Ant-Man actually. I watched Ant-Man when that first came out, but that's because it looked fun. So I don't know. But I never thought the other ones looked interesting. I was also young though. Keep that in mind. I was young. Like, a lot of movies don't look interesting to young people, but like I really do think that's a good advice to go by is just try new things, even little things like food. If you go out to eat and you're like you get burgers every time you go to this one restaurant, try a chicken sandwich next time or something. I don't fucking know. Anything. Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies. Oh, I've already seen those. At least the first three. I didn't see the remake, but the remake looked like crap though. So, could you see yourself becoming an actor? I would love to, honestly, but no, I couldn't see myself doing that. But I mean, I've always felt like I could, but then again, it's always easier said than done, you know? I think the hardest thing for me would be memorizing lines because I can't memorize anything for shits. I literally can't, man. I have a terrible memory, I feel like. I actually know if it's if it's very important, I'll remember it. It's if it's not important though, I won't. Actually, no, is that true though? I have to study the shit out of it to memorize it, that's for sure. Like that's the thing. I feel like even in school, I do very well on a lot of assignments, but when it comes to things that are purely memorization, it's a little bit harder for me because it's hard for me to memorize it. Even if I study it a lot, I have to really do some hardcore like studying maneuvers to get it done. The assignments I always did best in were like essays, stuff where you didn't have to memorize anything. You literally just write, like put into words, like thing. Actually, YouTube videos significantly helped me with what's it called, essays, because YouTube videos are technically formatted in the same way you'd format a um a YouTube video or essays. Yeah, they're did I say essays? I don't know. Whatever. You know what I meant. Essays are formatted in the same way that YouTube videos are formatted in. At least the YouTube videos that I do on my gaming channel, mostly like the ones where, let's say I'm doing like a video talk, even let's say you're doing a movie video, right? You're talking about why this movie is really good or something. I haven't done a video like that, but or a review video, for example. A review video reviewing a movie, you'll go the intro, then you'll go the positives, and then the cons, and then the outro. You know, it's just like an essay. That's literally how you do it. So it just helps you better organize your stuff, and I think I've gotten better with essays because of that, and I've always been pretty good at writing essays. But when it comes to purely memorization, it's a little bit harder. Live reaction, that wouldn't work on YouTube because it would get taken down. Unless I did it so like I just have like a time code and then you guys just see the time code, but you guys have to watch it on your own screen. That's the only way it would work. Thoughts on AL filming horror movie with Netflix? What's AL? Have you watched the Hills Have Eyes franchise? I haven't. I'm too poor to be that impressive. Nah, bro. Just don't even worry. You're the one who donated $78 before, weren't you? Yeah, Curtis. Bro, that was one of the best donations I've ever seen, man. And even if it's not, even if someone was to donate less, I don't care. Any donation is helpful. And even just being here is good enough. You guys don't owe me a single thing. You owe me absolutely nothing. So it's always appreciated. Would you watch a Spider-Man versus King Kong movie? Honestly, fuck yeah, why not? What's the time on your country? 10:22 p.m. Have you seen King Kong 20? But yo, Peter Jackson's King Kong. Yep, I have. That's one of my favorite movies of all time, actually. Back to the Future trilogy. Yep, seen all three of those. Those are like must-see movies. I feel like I would completely understand you guys calling me fake if I said I haven't seen Back to the Future. No, I'm kidding. There's some people who haven't seen it, and that's fair. But I've seen Back to the Future. Thank you, Dr. K. I appreciate it. Thoughts on the Batman? Probably my second most anticipated movie within the next couple years. We haven't had a trailer for it in, holy shit, like 11 months. Damn. I'm like dying for more content on that. I'm definitely more excited for Spider-Man, but still really excited for that. Batman was also something I was into when I was a kid, but I didn't watch the ones from the 80s and 90s though, other than the Batman and Robin. I really liked the Dark Knight trilogy when I was younger. Ever watched the old Kong and Godzilla movies? Nope, I only did the more recent ones. Oh, I watched the old Kong movies, not the Godzilla ones though. Godzilla I've only seen 2014, 2019, and Godzilla vs Kong. But for King Kong, I've seen the one from 33. I've seen the one from I think it was 70 something. It was in the 70s, I think, right? There was a King Kong in the 70s, or maybe it was. I think yeah, I was thinking it was 70s. Might have been 60s. And then of course I watched Peter Jackson's and I watched Skull Island as well. You joke about Spider-Man versus King Kong, but Universal was talking about a Fast and the Furious versus Jurassic Park crossover. Wait, that was actually real? Like they were actually talking about doing a crossover with that? Because I did see a tweet about that. I thought that was just a joke. That'd be hilarious. Honestly, with the Spider Verse, why the hell not? You know, I could see that happening in like the Spider Verse like sequel. You know, throw King Kong in there. What's your introduction to superhero movies? Hello from Virginia. I think it's Virginia, right? What's up? My intro to superhero movies. I think just Spider Man. Yeah, I think Spider Man like one, Spider Man two were the first Spider Man superhero movies I've seen. I think I might have saw Batman and Robin before I saw that though, probably. And like the Incredibles and stuff like that came out around the time I was a kid. Honestly, a lot of the things I was interested in my young years were mainly from Lego games because I loved playing those Lego because I love Legos as a kid, right? So when I love Legos a lot, I started seeing like Lego because obviously a lot of Lego things were based off of movies franchises. Like you had Star Wars Legos, you had some Spider-Man Legos, but then they stopped making Spider-Man Legos for a while, which was annoying. And then they had the Lego games. They had the Lego Star Wars and Indiana Jones, and that's what got me into those particular franchises because I played the Lego games, and I was like, oh, I gotta watch the movies for this too. I never end up watching all the Harry Potter movies. Like I said, you guys remember I watched parts of the Harry Potter movies, the first couple ones as a kid. But then again, when I watched these movies as a kid, you don't really retain much what you see. You just kind of you play with your Legos. You look up a little bit, watch the cool action scenes. You know when you're young, and then I what's it called? Eventually watched all the Star Wars movies again when I was older. Same with Indiana Jones, but I never did with the other ones. Like I never finished watching the rest of the Harry Potter stuff. So I did that recently, obviously, and I never played the Lord of the Rings Lego games, so I wouldn't know anything about that anyways. Lord of the Rings was one of the franchises I went into very blind, which was great to do. Have you seen Watchmen movie or show? Yes, I actually did a reaction to Watchmen about 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Sarah Connor Ripley or Charlie Baltimore from Long Kiss Goodnight. I'm gonna go with Sarah Connor. Sarah Connor. But they're all pretty badass. Jurassic Park crossover with Avatar, that'd be cool. Actually, I haven't seen Avatar, the full movie. So I might do that. Pacific Rim, I do want to watch those. Godzilla and Pacific Rim wanted to combine, but I think Toho shut that down immediately. I haven't seen Pacific Rim. Oh, Edge of Tomorrow, I've wanted to see. I want to see those movies too. I've never seen those. Thoughts on the new Halloween movie? I have seen the trailer. I wanted to do a reaction to the trailer, but I ended up not doing it for some reason. I think I was out somewhere and I knew I wasn't going to be home for a while, and I was like, screw it, I want to watch this damn trailer. I like it. I think it looks good. I really enjoyed Halloween 2018, so I'll probably enjoy Halloween Kills as well. Not my favorite Halloween movie by any means, but I enjoyed it. Have you watched Scream 3 yet? Nope. But I will be doing it probably within the next couple days. So, real soon. Oh, yeah, by the way, any Patreons in the chat, the Scream 2 full uncut reaction, it's not up yet because Google Drive is having a lot of issues right now. For some reason, it's just taking a really long time to get these full ass videos out. I don't know why, but it's trying. You got to do the cool vampire movies of the 80s. I have not seen many vampire movies, to be honest. I haven't even seen Twilight. Near Dark, Fright Night, Lost Boys. I've actually heard of the Lost Boys. I think I heard Cody Leach recommend them, so I do want to check that out at some point. I've actually already seen Upgrade. I loved Upgrade. That was really good. Avatars 2 through 5. That's so weird. Why don't they just make a second one and then start worrying about the third one? Why are they doing so many of them like in a row like that? That's so weird. But I don't care. Not sarcastic. I can't even judge the first one because I haven't even really seen it. I've been to the Avatar Land area, whatever you call it, the was it Pandora? In Disney World. But I haven't seen the movie. Fear Street movies on Netflix. I actually did watch the Fear Street movies, the first two. But I like them. I didn't think they were like bad or good really necessarily. I thought they were just enjoyable Netflix horror movies, to be honest. I didn't really expect too much from them. Don't do Twilight. I probably won't. Because they don't look that interesting, but at the same time, like I feel like I have to watch them on my own at least at some point, just for that experience. Because I know it's like one of those things where it's like it's such a common movie that everyone talks about, even if it's in a bad way. I still want to see it just because of that. Avatar: The Last Airbender movie. I think I said this earlier. Someone asked it earlier, but I haven't. I've seen parts of it. I think I know there's a show based on it. Like they made a movie and then they made a show after it, right? I feel like I've seen it, but I don't remember. It was definitely when I was much younger. Movie called Frequency. Don't think I've ever watched that. No. I can get behind the cool '90s vamp movies too, like The Interview with the Vampire. Oh, you know what I watched? Um, one of my favorite childhood shows was My Babysitter's a Vampire. I don't know if any of you seen that, but that was like one of my favorite like Disney Channel shows when I was a kid. Because it was like that Goosebumps style horror where it was like a childish horror. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about Goosebumps. Like when I say I didn't really get into horror until recently. I think I liked child horror when I was younger, you know? Like when I was my first 10 years of living, my first 10 years of living. That's such a weird way to put your childhood into words. Your first 10 years of living. I watched a shitload of Goosebumps shows and I even read some of the books too. Like I said, I don't read a lot, but I read the shit out of those Goosebumps books. Black Sails. I've heard of it. I've heard a lot of good things about it. But then again, I don't watch a lot of shows, so it's hard to do that. Candyman, I have seen Candyman. I loved it. Did they make a Candyman sequel? I don't know. I know they're doing a remake or a reboot, or is it? No, it's not a reboot, right? I think it's actually supposed to be like a sequel, sort of, but like much further in the future. I don't know, but I know that there's a new Candyman coming out soon. It looks pretty good. Have you seen The Day After Tomorrow or Dante's Peak? I've seen The Day After Tomorrow. Have not seen Dante's Peak. I actually like disaster movies. I do. Because disaster movies or disasters were like my biggest fear as a kid. Like I was always so scared of earthquakes and tornadoes and thunderstorms and tsunamis. So like those movies do freak me the fuck out, but not as much anymore obviously. 2012 though was the one that I liked the most. I've seen 2012 plenty of times, and it's one of those movies that gets a lot of hate because it's like over the top. I'm like, yeah, it's over the top. That's why I love it. It's so crazy stupid, but it's fun. It's fun in a fucked up way because the whole world's ending, but it's still fun. Seeing them like drive through the streets of LA and it's like the towers are falling. It's a really fun movie to watch. Have you seen the Purge movies? I've watched the first Purge. I have not seen any of the other ones though. So I might. I heard the second one's really good, but I haven't heard anything good about the rest of them. But I heard good things about Anarchy. I think it's what's called the second one. All right, 6 more minutes, and I'm ending the stream because my voice is about to die, like just die, and I'm hungry. I want to eat a. I bought some Cinnabon yesterday. I have a bunch of cinnamon rolls in the kitchen. I need to eat those damn things, bro. They look so good. Oh my god. Yeah, Black Mirror. I've seen, I think, a couple episodes of that, but not all of them. Yeah, my Babysitter's a Vampire was. You know what I would love to see? And Fear Street is kind of that because, in a way, it kind of is. Because it's R.L. Stein's book in a movie form. I really would love to see Goosebumps, but like a mature adult version of it. I know they made a Goosebumps movie. I've seen, I think, one of them. I don't know if I saw the second one, but I watched the Goosebumps movie. It's fun and all, but like it's not. I want an adult, like mature Goosebumps film or show or something, because I think the Goosebumps stories are so interesting. The like the Slappy doll, and you got the blob that ate everything, all these creepy creatures, and I would just love to see a movie or a show that just incorporates all these different things, but in like a brutal, gory, adult R-rated thing. You know what I mean? Which would make a lot of sense because a lot of the people, and this is what I think was a failure of the Goosebumps movie, because the Goosebumps movie was being very much toward like geared towards kids. They shouldn't have done that because most people who love Goosebumps are older now. You don't see kids still watching the old Goosebumps shows and reading the old Goosebumps books. I don't think so today, right? You're not seeing that. They're all playing Fortnite. So, they're not doing that. So, like, the people who probably like Goosebumps are probably in their 20s, 30s now. So, why not make Goosebumps this, like, adult version of it? You know what I mean? That would be freaking amazing. I don't know. Just an idea. They did the same thing with iCarly. They did the iCarly reboot, but they knew that most of the people who loved iCarly when they were younger are older now, so they're smart about it and they made it more, you know, adult like. Do the same thing for Goosebumps. Don't make it all childish because the kids they don't care anymore. It was still a fun movie to watch. I'm not saying I don't like watching like family friendly movies still, because I do. There's some fun family friendly movies, but I also want to see Slappy with a knife chopping up some people. Like, I just do. It would be Chucky at that point, let's be real here, but I still would love to see it, you know what I mean? Or the Blob, just seeing the Blob that everything just coming out and just like sucking people in, and their feet just getting torn open inside of the Blob. You see their body parts like swarming around inside of the Blob. Or what else was a couple of, you saw the Mask, remember the Mask one? That the mask went on the person and like controlled their like feelings and emotions and stuff. And then there was there was a lot of zombie ones. There was a mummy one. There was the picture camera that takes a picture of you and then you like die after you get taken a picture of it. That'd be cool. Have you watched Cloverfield? I watched the first Cloverfield. I have not seen the other ones. Have you seen the Nightmare on Elm Street movies? Yes, I've seen all of them. Probably my favorite horror. No, I like Child's Play a little bit more, I think. Second favorite horror franchise. Have you seen The Impossible? I have seen The Impossible, yeah. With Tom Holland. That was a really good movie. Have you considered eating popcorn during movie reactions? I haven't, but maybe. I usually don't like to eat during like anything. I'm very picky with food. Like, I hate like having sticky hands while I'm like doing something. I hate like getting crumbs and like I like to just eat in the kitchen. Yo, Hyper F, chill, bro. You're gonna get put in a timeout. That sounds so funny. I don't know why I put him in a timeout. Only because you're spamming. I won't. I won't like block you for that. I'm not gonna block you just for typing a little too much. But I'll put you in timeout. Go in the corner. Think about what you've done. Have you seen the thing? Yeah, I did a reaction to it last October, so that should be on the channel. The Fly is one I'm definitely gonna do. I've been wanting to watch The Fly for so long, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. I want to see Slappy kill some folks. There's just so many opportunities for Goosebumps to do that, yeah. Lost City of Z, I've not heard of that actually. Wait, no, I have heard of that, but I haven't seen it. Seen Black Widow? Yes, I saw it 2 days ago. I think 2 days ago. I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was the best thing ever, but I also thought it was a fine Marvel movie. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 maybe. I don't know. Are you religious? Somewhat religious, not like crazy religious. I'm just like I go to church every now and then maybe, but I don't know. I kind of want to go. That opens up such a big like can of worms of discussion, but I kind of just don't want to get into that because there's a lot like that I like to talk about with that, even though religion's something I don't necessarily talk about that much. But at the same time, it's kind of fun to talk about, like just the idea of it, the possibilities of what's out there. I don't know, but no, we don't have time for that today. Like I said, if you guys want to follow my Twitch, link in the description. If I'm ever live on Twitch, just come there. You can ask me all this shit there as well, because I'm gonna have to end the stream real soon. Have you seen Gremlins? Yes, I actually have. That's one of my favorite. Is that considered horror? I don't know, but I love Gremlins. Favorite MCU movie? Avengers Endgame. Have you seen Man on Fire with Denzel Washington? Nope, but I do love Denzel Washington, so that might be a movie I'd like to watch. Tom Holland is in Lost City of Z. Oh. Goldblum. Yeah, Jeff Goldblum's in The Fly. That's one of the reasons I want to watch it, actually. Yeah, Cinnabons are calling. I want to do The Fly soon. Because we've been doing a lot of horror, like with the Scream stuff lately, I think I do want to get to that soon. I don't have to wait until October to do horror movies, especially because there's so many damn horror movies out there. You know what I mean? Favorite DC movie? The Dark Knight. I'm just talking about the DCEU. Then I'll say Zack Snyder's Justice League. But if we're just talking about DC in general, Dark Knight. Actually, no, shit. The Joker. I forgot about Joker. I sometimes forget Joker's even part of DC because it's such a different movie, you know. But that's Joker's my favorite movie of all time. So, but it's such a separate thing. It almost doesn't even feel like it's part of like Batman. You know, it's like its own separate thing, just with the character being in a different format. I don't know, but I really like it. I was gonna watch The Little Things actually. I had a date planned for it. Like I was gonna go with some girl on a date to see The Little Things, but I ended up we just didn't go. We went to see some. I think we saw no. Did we see Nobody instead? No, we saw something else. I don't remember. It was probably a crappy movie though, because I don't remember it. So, but I didn't actually end up seeing The Little Things. All right. Signs. I've been hearing a lot about Signs, and I have never heard of it before. You guys have been recommending it, so. Oh, Mel Gibson's in it? And Joaquin Phoenix? Oh shit, that makes me want to watch it now. Probably not a good date movie. Oh, is it not? Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go eat those cinnamon buns. I'll see you later. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for everything, especially the donations. Thank you all for just being here. Thank you all for just subscribing to the channel. Even if you haven't subscribed, you just watched one video, that's more than enough. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.